Yo, the chat live already, bro.
Let's go. What's up?
Yeah.
Black Ash, Dan, David, what's going on? My
What's up?
escape
What's up,
world.
y'all? What's up, y'all? Welcome to another week of High Ground Live. We appreciate y'all already being here. We're glad for another week. How you feeling, Dylan?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
I haven't been buying much. Did you buy anything this week?
Not really. I did a trade. Uh, got my first or in the
Ooh, before me.
yeah. Yeah, no, this is I love this. Like if I wear Aura, that's the one I
That's
wear.
the one
So
you wear.
I'm glad that I got that one.
I
But I
picked up.
would
I
no
picked up
go ahead.
one Suki. That's
One
all. I have
Suki?
one Suki. So
That's yeah,
they offered me like super cheap, like I don't know,
yeah.
over a week ago. So I accepted it.
Sweet. Amsterdam. Wow.
Whoa, what's up,
What's
all you
up?
Richard, Stray Kid, My Escape World. You won this Peely last week. Send either me or Rob a message on Instagram or Facebook. I think you
Yeah.
followed us on Instagram. Send us
Yes.
a message with the address so I can ship that out to you.
By the way, when it's taking high ground, it is Dylan because Dylan decided a long time ago not to make a personal card page. So it will be Dylan on taking high ground. You can find me at R3 Rips, or you can just however y'all want to message us. So yeah.
Yeah, if you want to message them on there too, I don't mind. We both have access, I think, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah, I answer most of the messages on there.
Yeah. So what's up, man?
Not much. I read the comic. We put out the video.
Yeah.
I really like the comic. I thought it was a really good one.
Yeah, it was. It was definitely a great one. We learned a whole lot. A whole lot. Things that can definitely will affect a lot of the future. I think issue 4 and 5 is definitely going to round that out even more. We possibly could see Geno like physically in issue 5. At least Crystal Gage hinted to it. So I'm interested to
That would
see
be
what
crazy.
happens. Yeah.
I do like that we learned about the other sisters, the looped
Hmm.
versions.
Hmm.
So when I was playing Fortnite, I was trying to explain to the people I play with, like, yo, we might get alternate versions of these characters
Yeah.
because they're in the loop, and they're like, well, what do you mean loop version? What does that mean? So like
Hmm.
even some of the gamers, they really don't know what that means,
Hmm.
which was interesting. But I can't wait to see the loop versions because I guess those are the ones that probably have like the cube effects to them, either like
Hmm.
lava or like the
Hmm.
cube or whatever
Yeah.
minty.
Yeah. I can see
I'm
that.
assuming.
I can see that. Yeah. Mount Rushmore. What's up? Yeah, man. That would be like it's crazy because with those two specific characters, there's going to be an extended storyline for sure. Like Dylan said, like that's probably going to be the most in-depth storyline that we get, at least more than likely it probably be one of the first ones we get if it's not Midas, and I'm pretty sure of that. What you think?
Yeah, I think that besides the foundation, I'm
Hmm.
most excited about the sisters.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
when we were first talking about like when Jonesy first ever talked to the foundation in game, like
Hmm.
one of the first things they talked about was the sisters. Like, get
Yeah.
me to the sisters. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I was like, well, I was big on foundation, and now I'm both big on the sisters. I think both can
Yeah.
get their own comics, their own story, and we're already starting to tell the backstory of the sisters.
Hmm.
And I mean, I could see that being its own movie itself.
And it seems as though for you right now, the Imagined is your favorite character, right? Like you would
Yeah,
probably,
out of the
yeah.
seven, Imagine's my favorite character by
I
far.
can't deny that either. I think as of right now, a lot of personality would have to come from a lot of other seven before somebody's over the Imagined. She's just the
Well,
most
she has
unique.
so much
Yeah,
personality.
yeah,
And I mean, I want to learn more about the order, right? But
hmm,
I don't know.
yeah,
And right now, she's just badass. Cause like
hmm,
they were talking about killing people, and she's like, they're like, I'm no hero, and then she's like, I'm just mean. And
yeah,
I really liked it. It was I liked how they're just going deep into the story. Like you can
hmm,
tell it's like not like an inch deep. They're like going super deep into the backstory,
hmm,
which means like they're gonna be here for a while. We're gonna learn more about them. Like why else would they go so deep
yeah,
into it? Same thing with
yeah,
Jonesy.
yeah,
Jonesy's here to stay, of course.
for
We're learning
sure.
more about his backstory.
Yeah. And I think for like tying it to the car market, it makes me want to collect storyline based even more. Like it makes me like obviously the comics is going to be the main focus for the, storyline wise, that's obvious, but it makes me want to do like small subsets more than
Yeah.
anything. So, it's just I'm interested to see who they put in series 4 when it comes to the, now it's so much that you can do. I think it's just cleared 1,300 skins officially, and that's not counting all of the selectable styles and variants. So that's pretty crazy.
Richard says the scientist has a lot of personality while doing the quest in game, and that's
Yeah.
true. And I
Hmm.
have to rely on Rob because I just ignore those when I play. I play
I
like
know. I get it from Camp and Rusher.
okay, because I play a lot of just like the arenas or creative, but they
No.
do be talking to you in the game. But when it pauses in the game, it's like kind of annoying because like
No.
you're being
Yeah.
shot at, you don't have time to listen.
Yeah. No, yeah, I usually get all my information from Camp and Rusher, from Twitter. Those are all the, like, when Tuesday comes around, I'm on Twitter just making sure I get all the cues. And this week it was, we thought that the Foundation and Jonesy was with going to get Geno, but it come to find out somebody, or the Foundation, paradigm, not paradigm, the sisters, and I think the visitor is missing. So that's going to be a whole nother thing.
There's
And
a
they
lot,
don't,
I
and
mean, I
yeah,
guess there's a lot missing, but we don't really know.
hmm,
Will we know more at the
like,
end of the comics? Is the question.
yeah,
And how
yeah, like they're
soon are they going to put out new comics?
right. That's, we talked about this off air. I Man, no, I think we talked about it in our video. I think a title is coming that's going to be monthly. I feel it.
Okay,
I
so
feel it.
for them to keep telling the story because they don't have that much time to tell the story in game,
Hmm.
right? You see the
Right.
effects of it, like the
Hmm.
after effects. Um,
Hmm.
so if they do, so right now we're waiting for Series 4 cards to come out. So while we're
Hmm.
waiting, it would be really great if more comics come out just to bypass that time
Yeah. Yeah.
because Panini's pretty late. I mean, we got these in what,
You
April?
think? Yeah. You think another one shot is coming?
Maybe, or maybe just another book series, maybe.
Mhm. Hit
So
another
like we just
five
had
off.
Zero War,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be about that. What's that guy's name?
Who, Geno?
No, the new evil character.
Oh, Bloom Watcher.
Yeah, the Bloom Watcher. I mean, if we get a comic about the Bloom Watcher,
Yeah.
that's possible, right? And
Yeah.
that could be pretty interesting. Would it be a one shot? I don't know, maybe.
Mhm.
But if the Bloom Watcher is going to last a whole season, that
Yeah.
gives them enough time to do 5 series, like five
Right.
books.
Right. So pretty much, like, if you build the Bloom Watcher story in game, you have time to release a actual title, comic book wise. Maybe, you know, because like Dylan said, like, what's happening right now is the community is very 50-50, the best way I can say it, where they appreciate the comics, but they also are looking for the what's going on in the game. And then, like, the No Sweat Summer has been very slow,
Hmm.
content wise, but it's for an obvious reason. But a lot of the community has this anxiousness that they can't allow for the story to build the proper way. So I definitely see a title that's kind of separating for it to allow to be built.
I think we might get like a title that's not as focused on Geno
Hmm.
next. So like this is a lot of build up for that
Hmm.
because this is supposed to build up to the end of the last season.
Right.
So I think the next title will be great if we can get a little bit about the Bloom Watcher, and then come back to Geno. And like my
Hmm.
escape world just said, he said it feels like Christos Gage will continue to write with Fortnite comics after the Zero War, and
Hmm.
I agree. I think like he's found his niche.
Yeah.
I hope he sticks with it because I like his stuff.
Yeah.
He's done it since Zero Point Foundation and now Zero War. The only
Hmm.
thing he hasn't written was the Nexus War.
Yeah. And he also said, the way he said it on Twitter, he was like, he was talking about the interaction with, you
Dawn of
know,
Western.
yeah, no, the interaction with the Imagine and Wolverine, right?
Oh, uh-huh.
My escape world brought it up in the comment section, where it's like, okay, he knows how to separate it between kids and adults. But in that, he said, as long as I'm writing for Fortnite. So it was like a long term thing. He didn't say it in a way it was like, if I continue on, it was like,
Mhm.
as long as I'm writing for Fortnite, then this is the way it's gonna be handled. So that's good to hear.
I mean, I like it. I like the approach because
Yeah.
I feel like the people reading it are at least 13 and up most of the time.
Right. Right.
I'm sure there's some other like younger people, but
Hmm.
I know I was looking online, I was trying to look up reviews like on comicwatch.com. They gave it a 9.7
Hmm.
out of 10.
Yeah.
So like I feel like his comics are doing so good in Fortnite and I
Hmm.
don't see why he'd want to stop.
Yeah.
I also don't see why Epic Games would stop because I mean,
And
it's helping them tell the story.
yeah. And I think this is like I think you said it in the video where this is their opportunity to build that older audience, that more
Hmm.
mature comic audience, where it's like, okay, if I pick up a Fortnite comic, am I gonna feel like it's the corny Fortnite game in their eyes, right?
Hmm.
And they're gonna see that that's not the case, and then they're gonna realize if they continue on that Fortnite just has a stigma more than it being actually true.
Yeah, and that's what I liked about the review. He said, "Don't just." I think the reviewer said, "Don't just throw this away just because it's based on a popular game."
Hmm.
He said they really hit it out of the park, and you need to read this comic.
Right.
And so, like, just reading that and from an unbiased place,
Yeah.
I thought that was great. Um, it was true too. I agreed 100%.
Yeah, and if y'all don't know Crystal Cage, like I'm not about to give a summary or anything, but he's a very seasoned writer, and I don't mean seasoned writer as in just comics. Like he's wrote for TV, he's wrote for Daredevil, CSI. He did the actual Spider-Man game, like he wrote the storyline for that. So he's not this one angle type writer. He is a very seasoned, unique writer, and I think Crystal Gage being on Keith like this for this long is going to be very important for the future of Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean, just in general, like I haven't read too many comics, but once
Hmm.
Fortnite released comics, I started reading them,
Hmm.
and I might be biased, but like the level of of interest I had
Hmm.
was throughout the entire comics has been really, really high. It's just like I just moved into comics so easily when reading the Fortnite ones. When I was looking at some of the other comics, I loved the covers and I liked the story, but I already fell off of some of them.
Hmm.
That hasn't happened for the Fortnite ones.
Well, even going with what you're saying, like even if let's say that was just you being biased,
Hmm.
either way, it piqued a new interest, and that was the most important thing. You know what I mean? It made
Hmm.
you a comic book reader, even if it's the comic book you chose. It still, have has given you the opportunity to be a comic book reader and collector.
Now, pulling that back into cards, right? The
Hmm.
same thing is going to happen when they release codes into the cards.
Hmm.
Because if you release like a skin code into the Fortnite cards, that's gonna people only gonna buy it for those codes, but
Hmm.
it'll be an introduction into the cards,
Right.
and then to the pricing, and then to the selling, and it'll make it boom again. Um,
Hmm.
so that's an interesting point that I agree on.
Yeah. And like shout out to us, the community. And what I mean by that is because we've held the car market up, and I'm not talking about prices. I'm talking about a lot of other collectors from different sectors, sports, trading card games. They've noticed that we really do collect Fortnite. They noticed that there's more to it than what they've seen, and we've done this without any marketing of the brand of from Panini and from Fortnite when it comes to the cards. So the community definitely has held it down for the past 3 going on 4 years.
No, I 100% agree, and I'm one of the people when I first got into it. So
Hmm.
like kind of like the title of this episode, when I first got into it and I first opened up my first mega box, when I saw the cracked ice cards, I said, "Okay, wait, this could be big. Like if I hold these for 10 years, Fortnite cards, I feel like
Hmm.
this will be big." Since then, I've fallen in love with it. Now I just collect it.
Yeah.
Regardless of the future value, I'm a collector
Hmm.
now for the
Hmm.
fun of it, for the enjoyment of it.
Right.
And that is literally what you need in the hobby to
Hmm.
actually make those prices worthwhile.
Hmm.
So like you'll see me buying like Aura, for instance, like buying an expensive card, not to
Hmm.
resell later, but just because it's
Yeah.
worth it to you.
Yeah.
So that's hit me. I don't know if it's hit other people as much as me,
Right.
but I'm sure it has.
Yeah, like, and I mean, even so, let's even add to that, doing like, because for me, most of the time trade into cards or just sell pieces of my collection to be able to let go of certain cards to get to your PC card or your main card. It shows that there's value long term. Like the thing that we always talk about is whether it's a Black Knight, a Pilly, or RPC cards, how many people are going after that card, how many people are collecting the card,
Hmm.
because if there's not collectors for that specific card, then it could fall flat at any given time. If every time that card comes up for auction it doesn't have interest, then it can fall through it can fall flat. One thing I can truly say about Fortnite is that it has done very well, even in a down market. It has done
Hmm.
very well with actual eyes on a specific card at any given time.
See, like Richard just said, he said he's been buying a Morsi Merman because it's a
Hmm.
PC card.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's not one I would touch personally, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like mad respect, if that's your PC card, that's your PC card. Go after it. I'm sure there's thousands of people who like Moisty Merman,
Mm-hmm.
and there's not gonna be 1,000 shards regardless.
Right.
Fortnite's just like so well positioned between the number of skins and the number of fans and the
Yeah.
nostalgia that's built in
Mm-hmm.
that like any card can pop off really.
Yeah.
And I will say that when I first got into it, I was like, this is gonna take 10 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before like I start seeing prices. And then
Yeah.
I don't know, 6 months later, we were
Mm-hmm.
seeing like $10,000 sales. And
Yeah.
Black Knight sold for like 50K. It was insane. And I was like, so I think what happened, this is just a theory of mine, is people have seen these sales and they think it's like topped off, right? So now people feel like it's come back a little bit. And so people are selling, trying to get out of it, selling their collections and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're kind of missing the point. That height of the market wasn't the height, in my opinion, right? That's just proof of theory, right? It popped off so quickly. That's just proof of theory that this actually does have legs, and that in 10 years it's going to be at crazy heights. And that was just proof of theory. That wasn't the height, and we have so much further to go. Like I think at least for the height, I think we need at least 7 years for all the 18-year-olds who got in at like 14 to hit like the 25 and actually get real jobs. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what we're looking for. So I think 2029, I think prices are going to be huge, in my opinion. That's not investment advice, but that's my guess. That's my guess.
Yeah, and even like with the when it came to like what Probstein said, I believe that's how you say it. When it came to what Probstein said, is we've been saying that for a very long time. Like,
Mhm.
that wasn't new. Where it's like these kids are focused on a lot of different things, and it's gonna take time, like you just said. But now other people outside of us and outside of the community is starting to notice that, because it's like that stigma is is
It's break.
blinders.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely blinders.
It's blinders, and then it's like once you realize, oh wait, Dragon Ball Super just pulled in what? And then I'm not even talking about numbers of price. I'm talking about interest, just interest. It created memes. It created all these things. That's what Fortnite does, whether good
So
or bad. It just
I'm
does.
so
It just
glad you
does it
said that.
amazingly.
You said it creates memes.
Yeah,
Fortnite is so good at that. Like their
yeah,
marketing is crazy, right?
hmm,
Unintentional marketing, right? Or
yeah.
like third party marketing. Do you know where I saw a Fortnite highlight on?
Where?
House of Highlights.
Yo,
So
that's
I'm a fan.
crazy.
I'm a fan of the Wizards, y'all, and I never see the Wizards on House of Highlights. They
Hmm.
don't make it. They're just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? And I today or yesterday I saw Fortnite on House of Highlights because it
Hmm.
was Goku
Yep.
swinging with the grappler like
I know
Spider-Man,
what you talking about. Yeah,
landing, pulled out a lightsaber from Star Wars,
yeah.
and just destroyed somebody. And they
Hmm.
said only in Fortnite. How is this possible? And
Yeah.
like I just thought that was so fun. It's like free advertisement. It's like there's literally nothing like Fortnite out there.
And then on top of that, Dylan, I'll go even to what you were saying in that realm on social media. You notice that people were using proof of confirmation of the multi slash metaverse based off of what Fortnite has done. And me and you have both been saying that Fortnite is the closest to anything, even if they're not trying to do exactly what others are doing.
Hmm.
They've been doing their method of this before it was even spoken of. When it
Hmm.
came to this, was before NFTs. You know what I mean? Like this was what was happening. So it's just great to see that people are kind of understanding. Wait, all of these collabs mean more than what people really see. Like you see the what's the new DC one? The with Warner Brothers, the Warner Brothers
Oh,
game.
multiverses.
Multiverse. So the multiverse is like that has been being done in Fortnite already, not in the same game style, but with getting all these collabs. That's the reason why these collabs are happening, and that's why I'm never mad at them, because it's creating a nucleus that's needed for long term.
See, and I like the multiverses game. It's just like nothing is as like Fortnite is so well created
Mm-hmm.
around this that it fits almost any genre
Mm-hmm.
and it makes sense. And like
Right.
multiverses make sense, but you can only play a game like that, like verses like that, for so long. Where
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite, they just have the tools to like make the game into anything they want.
Right.
Getting on Fortnite, you never have to play the
And
same thing.
mm-hmm.
And
And then it's like,
lobbies of 16
even
people, it's crazy.
right. And then you even think of things like when people come in with collectors of different sectors, like like sports cars and trading card games, they have relatability. They relate to certain things. They're like, okay, what's the Mickey Man, or what's the Jordan, what's the what, even if it's like a Luka Doncic,
Mhm.
what's who is this and there, and they didn't know that was possible, but now they're realizing that that's a thing. And when you call out the Black Knight, and then you realize, oh wait, there's a Midas as well, and Midas might have more relatability, but Black Knight's the OG. So now they can create the separation of what these series can do and what these cards can do individually, and compared to just the whole Fortnite umbrella.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And what I did like when you said like we said what Probusine said, we've said that many times. But what is good is that Probusine
Mhm.
said that to his market. He said that to his source
Exactly,
market.
exactly.
So, I mean, I'm super
Mhm.
happy that he made that post. I'm glad that he is on par with what we're saying. Um, it's just
Yeah.
kind of like a vote of confidence, like to the hobby.
And it inched in. I don't know if y'all remember, the week before he did that post, I told y'all that Probstein had one of the mega boxes in the back of his live. And I
Hmm.
noticed it. I seen and I was like, I peeped that. Then the next thing he does the real. And I think it was very important, like you said, Dylan, pitching to that market and the respect that he has, whether you factor in what people feel about the the actual auctions, but the respect he has as for what he does, I think it was important.
100%. And another thing is like, so when we're talking about the cards, if you're into this as like an investment and like you're
Hmm.
like worried about the cards coming down, I really like that investing in some of the comics as well, kind of like balancing. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know. We don't talk too much about like strategies of like for collecting or investing into stuff like that. But like if
Hmm.
you were looking to like kind of like diversify within Fortnite, I
Hmm.
think if you haven't picked up any of the comics, that there are a few you should check the website and try to get at least a very important first appearance ones.
Hmm. Not investment advice. uh yeah, and I think that is, I agree with that, because there's like, okay, so for instance, me and Dylan, we've said this a couple times, like, for us, with us being heavy cards and heavy comics, you kind of, it's like, it's an ebb and flow. You really have to kind of, it's a balancing factor, because so much can happen. But, like, the market is down for cards right now, so you got to always keep your eye there. But then it's comic season at this moment, so you gotta, and then when you're in comic season, it piques your interest for more of the comics that are already released as well. So it's very interesting trying to manage both of them, not even a finance wise, but just kind of having your brain work on both sides.
Yeah, because I was hard on Series 3 where I was buying the shards I wanted. Now
Yeah.
Zero War 3 number 3 issue 3 came out and I was like reading it and I was like, man, I got this cover. Now I want some more comics. So I was going through all my
Yeah.
comics. It's like, man, I kind of need to get some more.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I did ship some off. So if you guys want anything last week, I shipped everything off except for my escape world. And is Dylan here? It doesn't like Dylan's in
I
here.
haven't seen them yet.
Well, if he gets in here, I need him to message me as well. But like, I gave
Mhm.
some comics away, so now I'm like, man, I gotta get some more.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
That they're already calling me.
That and then also I wanted to say, did anybody watch? Don't worry, I'm not gonna stay on it long. Yeah, I know y'all hate when I do this. Did anybody watch FNCS? If you did, what did you notice? What did you notice if you watched any of the FNCS? It was a great one. Booga almost won again. He lost by 1 point.
That was
That
insane. I
yeah,
actually
yeah,
watched it.
yeah. And it was, what do you so what did you think? As I know it's been hard for you to kind of, watch it, even just interest wise, but now that you have.
Well, I've always been a little interested. It's just half the time when I'm in the Fortnite mood, I'm playing, so like I'm
Mhm.
not even paying attention if I have it on,
Yeah.
because it's hard for me to play Fortnite and watch it at the same time because I'll hear their shots thinking
Yeah.
that it's
Yeah.
in my game. But I did take some time to actually watch it, and
Yeah.
I mean that was crazy. I kind of watched
Yeah.
like the end games for each
Mhm.
day, and
Mhm.
like Booga was they got on the last game. Booga was up. They're in first place for points,
Mhm.
and then they die off early, right? So they
Mhm.
can't gain any more points.
Mhm.
And the second place team had to get fifth place or better
Mhm.
to like have a chance at winning.
Mhm.
And half their team goes down, and the last guy remaining is in the storm with it hitting for five, and
Yeah.
he's taking all these white heals. He gets out with like no mats. He kills somebody somehow with no mats, gets
Mhm.
all their mats, keeps going. And at this point, there's 20 people left. I was like, oh, there's no way this one solo is going to make it to fifth place. And like he's
Mhm.
just going through fight, stuck in the storm, fights two people at once, gets both kills, and dies at fifth place. I
Yeah,
mean, Booga lost by 1 point.
one
They got
point.
second place. I
And
mean,
now
Booga won what, like 100,000 instead of 160,000?
he won 60,000. They split. So the duo
Yeah.
splits that price. They won 60,000. First place won 80K a piece. Uh yeah, man. It's like, and then like for instance, it takes me a while to get through EU because I'm more interested in NA West. I mean NA East. So what I
Hmm.
usually do is like whether I'm in a barbershop, like that's when I don't usually watch it when I'm, playing a game. I usually watch it in increments. I watch one game like if I'm in a barbershop, or if it's something, if I'm, if it's a moment at work when I'm behind the desk and I'm chilling, I get to do that sometimes. But yeah, like just being able to watch it like on YouTube, and everything like that, you really see what these kids and adults really do in the skill set that they have to be able to accomplish this. It's crazy.
Now, as terms of like views, I saw on YouTube the one posted by Fortnite.
Hmm.
I don't know if it was East, which one. It had 161,000 views total
Hmm.
over the
Hmm.
last 6 days, which is pretty
Yeah.
impressive because a lot of
Yeah.
people are watching their favorite streamers do it, I'm
Hmm.
assuming. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if they have
And
like streaming parties or how people normally watch it. Like, how did you watch it? Did you watch the
I
Fortnite
watch.
release one?
Yeah, I watched Fortnite release. I watch it straight because I want them to go to different people. Like I wouldn't just
Hmm.
watch Booga. You know what I mean? Like, and realistically, a lot of them stopped doing that just
Yeah.
for focus purposes, and kind of raise their anxiety. It's a lot that goes into that, but some still do. Kind of the up and coming ones, but the top tiers like Booga and stuff, they kind of just focus in. So
Hmm.
that's one thing.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I was impressed. I had to say, but it's like really for me as a player, it just made me want to compete in it. To be honest, not that
Yeah,
I'm
not
anywhere good enough, but
Yeah, like that is, but it also like for me as well, it shows like the true skill gap, man. It is truly insane.
I mean, they were talking about strategy and like that's what got me. I was kind of watching all the different like techniques and like
Hmm.
everything did like they stayed close together. Like I like they threw down the chug keg when they had full shield just so that they could look up and then exchange shots. And I was like, man, that's like serious strategy in the
Yeah,
works right there.
yeah.
So it really did feel like a competitive scene,
Hmm.
like just like a soccer match, a basketball
Hmm.
match, you know.
Hmm.
So I liked it. I'll probably watch the next one if I
Yeah,
don't make it in there.
yeah.
I am
Oh
gonna
yeah.
try though. I'm gonna
I
try.
mean, yeah. I mean, and I mean, the thing is, like, that is like what try to get people to understand. Like, that's literally 1%. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's legit 1%.
Hmm.
That's what makes it,
No,
and it's less than that. But what I
it's
mean, one
actually
percent.
less than that, right? Because
No,
like
1% to even attempt to compete, like, like qualifying, like,
like
it's
I'll
like,
probably be in the 1%, but like the qualifying is like probably 0.1%. You know.
yeah, like no, like, yeah, like 1%, even like, like if you get to, champion league and you're at 10, like that, you're still like strides away. Like that's how crazy this competitive scene is. It's crazy.
Well, getting to Champion League in time
Yeah,
to actually compete was the hard part. Like I got
yeah,
Champion League,
yeah.
but I didn't get in time to even like
Hmm.
try to qualify.
Hmm.
And I guess like the trick is you have to actually do those competitions,
Hmm.
like the like hype cups and stuff like that,
Hmm.
and do really well. Um, so that just kind of shows you like where you stand. Like
Yeah, and
I'm
it's
sure they get a champion super easily.
yeah, and I mean, like, by the time they get to those points, they have 60,000 height points. You know what I mean? Like it's the numbers is ridiculous, and they're the skill set to even be able to come, like, you got to remember, like, everybody gets money, like, so soon as you make any earnings, you're considered a pro in Fortnite. So that's all they're just trying to get to their foot through the door. You know what I
Well, I
mean?
mean,
That
if you competed in the finals for FNCS, you got money regardless.
Yeah, like
Everyone got paid.
100th place was, I think, 1,200 a
Yeah.
piece. So yeah.
Which is pretty crazy. Now
Mhm.
you asked the chat like if anybody I don't know who watched it. I know I did. If they saw anything, and I don't want to like beat it down, but there are some skins that we've been talking about
Mhm.
that I saw time and time again while watching the
Mhm.
FNCS. And like I said, that one channel got 160,000 views,
Mhm.
match after match of people wearing the same skin over and over again, and that leaves an impression. So
That's what, yeah.
it's just not the skins that you wear, but it's also the skins that you see. So like
Mhm.
we talked about that last week.
Mhm.
or was it the week before? I can't remember. But we
Mm-hmm.
went hard on a certain skin. You have to go back if you haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like I had people message me saying, "Hey, I watched FNCS. I saw a
Mm-hmm.
lot of that skin that we were talking about."
Yeah.
So,
and and if y'all don't know, that's how it happens. That's how. So the reason why we kind of spent time on this is because we can talk about, all of the storyline. We can talk about the meme skins, A, B, and C. And then, like, when it comes to these, I think I want to switch it from sweat. I'll say sweat from time to time, but competitive skins, like, because that's really what it is. It's like
mhm.
it's a certain skin that goes into that situation. And those skins are based off of, like Dylan said, the impressions happen from moments like that. Like, those are where like, when you see that streamer, when you see your favorite streamer, or when you see a new streamer that you fell in love with how they approached it, that's where those impressions come in. And that's when the next time, if you didn't have that skin already and it comes back in the item shop, you're clicking that buy button.
Yeah, exactly. And I think there was a skin that actually made me want to. Oh, that's. I was talking to Black Ash about this. Um, I don't know if it was the comic, but I kind of want to get that Star Wand now.
I hate I really don't want to admit this. I do too. I do too.
I
I
actually
do.
want it now. I don't know, like
Uh,
it. Whenever I see someone with it, I want to destroy them. But at the same time, we were talking about like how he saw it. It does look kind of vicious. If I put it with the right skin,
Right,
I would
right.
definitely wear it. Like I would wear it with rocks.
Yeah.
I
That
definitely would
would
wear it with
definitely.
rocks. So I might pick it up next time it comes to the shop.
Yeah. Exactly, Wayne. Exactly. Like, that's what it really is. And it doesn't matter what. And I also want to preface this as well. Like, the gamer, like, I like that you said gamer, because, like, obviously the pros wear a certain skin, but there's content creators, there's people that just make good content for Fortnite.
Hmm.
They play in regular lobbies. They're not that good, they're just entertaining, and they wear a certain type of skin. So it is the sweat and the pro skins, but there's another side where you do have the meme skins, and you also have, just unique different skins that you won't see on a day-to-day basis in a pro scene, but they're just great entertainers. Like, for instance, what is the alien skin?
Oh, I
That
don't know his name with the big head.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I've been seeing
so
him a lot actually.
right. So, but one of my favorite streamers that's just content, like entertainment, he wears that skin and he has a major following. But those are the type of things that happen, and it can happen from multiple different views.
Well, for all the Icon series skins, so like, you have
Mhm.
like Ali A, you have all of those.
Yeah.
None of them worked as well as Booga because
Uh-huh.
not just because Booga is like famous and stuff, because all of them have a following,
Hmm.
but Booga's dance.
Yeah, yeah, it's dancing.
Booga's
Yeah,
Booga got a dance with his skin, right? Or you guys
yeah,
buy it separate? I'm not sure.
yeah.
But it's Booga's dance that he did when he won the
You
World
can buy it
Cup.
in a bundle. Yeah,
You buy it in
yeah,
the bundle, and that's what people use all the time. And I
yeah,
just like, it's like one of those things. Like, it's not because you're super sweaty; it's just something funny that happens all the
hmm,
time. Oh yeah,
yeah.
human. Richard says the alien was human build. That's right.
Yeah, yeah, human bill. Like, he exactly, like, and that's the thing, like, so, like, those are the type of things that you really do see. And I will say, I don't get to watch the content creators as much anymore, because, just life. But I always tune in for at least 20 minutes. I'll just watch and I'll just see how people respond. And man, it's just certain skins, like even the dummy skin. The dummy skin,
Oh,
that
that's
is
the
a
sweat
that
skin.
that's a sweat skin, but it's also a popular meme skin, just like in general. You know what I mean? Like, those are human build, the dummy skin.
The sweat. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, the dummy skin. If that comes, that's not out yet in Series 3, right?
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Series 4, that might be a decent card to get.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Might be a decent card to get.
Like, those is it's just, and that's what I do love about it. Like, and I will say, my personal perspective has broadened when it
Hmm.
comes to, like, what I, because, like, when I first came in, it was so much that I knew I had to have, based off of what we talk about all the time. It's obvious, right? And then
Hmm.
there's little nuanced ones where it's like, okay, I've been watching this content, or I noticed that this person wears this, they have this following. That doesn't mean it's going to take off, but if I end up seeing it a little bit more, I might be interested in it, just down the road, not for myself, but just possibly to use as trade value for my personal collection.
I do want to go back to Wayne's point where he said like any skin can become huge.
Hmm.
So like whenever we're talking down on a skin, most of the time it won't be a battle pass skin. I think it'll be a shop skin
Mhm.
because people can buy it, and that's how it can become huge. It has higher probability to become huge. But this is such a good point. So like, don't be afraid to collect what you like.
Mhm.
Like if you like Autumn Queen, you think that that's a hit, go
Yes.
for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Mhm.
Um, just because it's not hot now doesn't mean it won't be in the future.
Mhm.
I mean, because a lot of skins I thought were gonna pop off and never did.
Mhm.
But watch, I mean, someone can go crazy with them, or like a new dance can come out that works with that skin so
Mhm.
well, like the Booga dance, and it
Mhm.
could just make it like super popular out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
But that's very true. Like it just it doesn't the Fortnite IP, the Fortnite cards in general, if you like that card, go for it because it can have its moment. Like
Hmm.
even like, I don't like to continuously talk about my cards, but like Lux technically has never had a moment. You know what I mean? She's a tier 100 skin, but she's never had a moment. If she
Yeah.
does, that's just going to be better for my personal collection because she'll just get more shine. But like, even a skin like I personally like Deadfire. Deadfire was the first skin to be featured in Fortnite mirrors. Like the first skin. But that
Hmm.
doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't mean anything. It has history significance. But me personally, it's just a PC card, but that doesn't mean that he can't have a moment in the future.
Yo, what's up, Kari? Kari asks, why are people selling high end cards more often now than they were in the past? And I kind of went over this in the beginning, and I think it's because we hit like the first high level where like the first
Hmm.
ceiling. So
Hmm.
people felt like, oh, this is the ceiling for Fortnite. I better sell. When I
Hmm.
was, what I think more accurately is this is proof of theory. So
Hmm.
like when I see it hit these crazy heights, that proves to me, hey, these actually have legs. And in
Yeah.
5, 7, 10 years, these are going to be like either worth a fortune or was a fun ride. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But I think that's why people are selling is they think it hit their ceiling. And I mean, that's up to them. Everyone can sell. Like if you're not having fun ripping and collecting these, then
Hmm.
yeah, go ahead and sell. Like we're
Hmm.
not like price police. Like I'm not gonna yell at you for selling your card cheap. I
Yeah.
sell my cards cheap all the time.
I don't care about that. Yeah.
Yeah, if you need the money, like my state world says, market down. If you need the money, you gotta let it go.
Hmm.
I mean, you if in a down market, you're not going to be able to sell. It doesn't make sense to sell. Like for me, it doesn't make sense to sell Italy shards right now.
Hmm.
Like I have a bunch of Italy shards. I'm not going to sell any of those. Really,
Hmm.
they're on my PC. Like if I'm going to sell a card, I need money. It's going to be one of my high end cards because
Hmm.
otherwise, I'm getting pennies.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not even worth it.
Yeah, the high end cards is really the only ones going from hand to hand right now. And it
Hmm.
makes sense because you need money and people want to pick up those cards. So that's a really, really good point because I have a
Yep.
lot of, I mean, I have a lot of cards that I wouldn't mind selling,
Hmm.
right, instead of my other cards. But at the same time, I'm not going to sell them for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
I'd rather sell something for 50 cents on the dollar than pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
Richard says, even if the cards end up not being worth anything, this is still a very fun hobby and great community. And that's the
Hmm.
way to look at it. So like if
Hmm.
you're buying the cards that you like, so like I've said this before, there's some cards like Siren, I think would
Hmm.
be a great investment card.
Hmm.
Like if I was to invest,
Hmm.
um, that's not investment. I'm just saying that's what I would do if I was gonna like flip a card that I didn't want that
Hmm.
has a fan base. Because I don't rock that skin, but I know it has a fan base.
Hmm.
But I don't do that. I only really buy the cards that I actually like. That way, if I get stuck with them, I'm still
Yeah.
super happy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean that's yeah. Yeah. That's yeah. It's one of those things where you understand that the market, anything can happen to any market. If you don't know that by now, that's just the case. And
You're gonna learn quickly then.
yeah, yeah, and it's you're gonna see a lot of highs and lows, more than likely a lot more lows. Like another record breaking price, in my opinion, is very far away, and not even in a bad way. It's just based off of what the economy is, based off of the situations and how people are
I
collecting.
mean, you say
The-
that,
yeah.
but I mean, the record-breaking price of 8 ball that came out of nowhere.
Eh, I wouldn't say it came out of nowhere. I guess it. I'll say
That
this:
price, I would have never
if
guessed to hit that high.
if if we weren't in the market, if we weren't talking to as many people that we talk to, I would. So I guess mine is just more having more knowledge of what was going on.
Yeah.
But us under me understanding that three people needed 8 ball to finish their master set.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah,
Well,
no,
no,
I
but
mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like we can say like a new high price is like far away, but like if another situation like that comes up,
yeah.
you know what I
See,
mean?
but you know what, Dylan, what I'm getting at is we appreciate the full market. A lot of people are just talking about the BKs, the Pillies, the A, B, and C.
Yeah,
That's what I'm getting
I
at.
get what you mean.
When I say record
You,
breaking price,
you mean of
I'm
all
talking about
time?
I'm
I
talking
got
about
you.
the top end, so
I get what
you
you're
know,
saying.
yeah. But I do agree. I do agree that anything can have that moment.
Yeah,
Exactly one.
so my escape world said he was trying to sell his Black Knight, but then he decided to sell Pokemon stuff instead. I get
Mhm.
that. The Black Knight has come way down, especially for base. I
Mhm.
sold mine because, as I said, I was like, wait, he's not part of my PC. I don't know why I'm holding these. So I sold mine to a friend, and that happens, but I sold them pretty cheap. I think they're going to go back up
Mhm.
eventually, but
For
like,
sure.
it makes sense not to sell them. But like,
Mhm.
if you wanted to make a quick $100, you can't really sell Skull Troopers anymore, like
Mhm.
base ones. Like for a while there, Skull Trooper bases were going for 50, Peely
Yeah.
bases were going for 50, but
Mhm.
now now it's Black Knights going for 100 instead of 600.
And based off of like experience of me watching like content of like, trade shows. Now I don't go to trade shows often unless they're local to be honest, but I watch a whole lot of content. And the reason why I brought up the past few weeks that Midas is so has transaction value is because those like when as this grows, those are the cars that's going to be consistently moved for the exact reason you're saying.
Hmm.
They kind of hold their value even if they're down. They're still, let's say over the 300 to 500 mark, right? So that's why the Black Knights, the Pillies, the Midases, those are going to be the most transacted cars because they can be until they get in the right hands. When they get into the strong hands, we might not see them for another year, just like we've experienced. We've experienced that
Hmm.
before, where we didn't see crystal shards, period, for 6 months, for 7 months, 8 months. So we don't know when that moment's going to happen again. We don't know when people are going to be like, you know what? I sold enough. I feel like I'm in a better place. I'm done. When
You
that
also,
happens again, it's going to be interesting.
it just occurred to me kind of, but I think another reason back to Kari's question,
Mm-hmm.
I think the reason why we're seeing so many shards for sale
Mm-hmm.
is because it's not like just like everyone's selling their shards.
Mm-hmm.
There's like what, maybe 10 people that have giant collections that
Right.
are that are listing everything. Do
Right.
you know what I mean? So it's
Mm-hmm.
not like it's like everyone's selling. It's one person has a massive collection, they're selling singles, and it
Mm-hmm.
looks like the market's being flooded.
Right.
But there's only a couple sellers.
Mm-hmm. Like I'll say this, like when Probstein, when they first started posting up the major shards, right?
Hmm.
What I was like, okay, this is the second week in a row. How long is this gonna last? It did one more week, and now this flood of shards stopped when it came to that. Like, because we gotta remember, those were PSA tens. Those were
Yeah.
PSA tens for 2.5 weeks, made let's say 3 weeks in a row. And people thought that the Crystal Shards PSA 10 was going to keep flooding the market, but we know pop report wise, that's not even possible yet. You know what I mean? Like there's not that
Hmm.
many PSA 10s across the board. So that stopped. Now you see a little bit more hollows, and then eventually that's going to slow down as well. And it's just like you said, it's a handful, maybe a little bit more than a handful of sellers that's doing it. It's not the full market.
I mean, we kind of have to talk about like the strength of like the hobby itself because honestly, like I've opened up sports.
Mm-hmm.
You've opened up sports.
Mm-hmm.
Richard here says he would sell sports before Fortnite in most cases. I'm
Mm-hmm.
the same way. It's just like human beings is not as fun to collect as like imaginary characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like it's kind of weird almost to like at this point it's kind of weird just to collect like a real human being,
It does feel weird from time to
right?
time for sure. Yeah. Like even like I've said before, like obviously my team is the Buffalo Bills. My favorite quarterback is Josh Allen, right? With that being said, I want to enjoy Josh Allen as my quarterback. I haven't had a quarterback in a long time. I know you don't watch football, but we were trash for a very long time. Let me just put that out there. But
I
I want
knew
to
enough about football to know
yeah,
that.
yeah. But I want to enjoy my quarterback. So the Josh Allen cars that I had, I did sell. I don't want to deal with it, bro. Like I just want to enjoy my team. I don't
Hmm.
want to have the oh shoot, Josh Allen throws an interception. What's gonna happen to the car? I just don't want to deal with that. So it's definitely great having something that has no connection to that type of thing with me being a diehard sports fan.
No, that's another good point.
Yeah.
I mean, but if we just talk about like opening and like collecting,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about the Fortnite, but it's just so much damn fun to open and like collect.
Mm-hmm. James go to the moon. Yeah. Yeah, and it's those, and also like I'll even bring in Marvel. I've been watching a lot of that content. The
Hmm.
thing is, it's like pulling teeth getting Marvel product. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's
Hmm.
and it's very different with the upper deck. It's just, it seems as though we have more to do, even though Marvel cards have more cards. It's just a little bit different for Fortnite, and sometimes it really is hard to explain.
It is hard to explain. I mean, I don't know if it's just the connection you have with the skins,
Yeah,
just like the different ways like you can watch and play Fortnite,
yeah,
whether it's through YouTube and stuff. I don't know what it is. Because like we said before, it's like a mix of like Pokemon, sports,
yeah, yeah.
like, and I don't know what else. And
Well,
Marvel, I guess.
yeah,
It's like,
Marvel, yeah,
yeah, it's kind of a
exactly.
mixture of like all three. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because now, and the reason, and it wasn't before, but now that this, like when we were collecting series 1 and series 2 at the beginning of it, that wasn't the case when it came to comparison to Marvel. And then the
That's true.
storyline takes off. So now when you look at a Captain America, when you look at a Spider-Man, you can understand what can happen within our world when it comes to those characters now. So it just changes the game when it comes to the pro side. That's like sports. When it comes to the storyline is like Marvel, and then you have this character recognition that gives you the feel of Pokemon. So it's very
And
unique.
and the characters are lovable enough that you can
Yes.
collect them. Like
Yeah.
you're not collecting like a 30-year-old man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So
Like,
it's like you're collecting characters, so it's like a little bit easier to get wrap your head around. I feel like.
yeah, and like whether I collect him or not, think about it. You have this vicious looking Black Knight, and then you have this lovable looking Pilly,
Hmm.
and those both have major collectors. That's
Yep.
crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
All
that
from the
just
same
shows you the
set.
power of Fortnite. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't get to the sweat skins or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's true.
This one.
I mean, y'all got some football fans in here.
Now
I
that's
do.
funny.
I do like the downtown cards. Those are
Oh, I
pretty
love
cool.
them. I love them. I
That I mean,
look.
I'd like to see something like that in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Just some creativity like that.
Yeah. That would be nice. I'm interested to. Do you feel like, just talking about like Series 4? Do you feel like there possibly could be? Do you think another parallel was going to come out this time, or are they going to run with lasers one more series? Like, what do you feel gut wise?
That's a good. They're going to do something different. They've done something different each series.
Hmm.
So the question is what,
Right.
and that's something we could probably figure out. Like thinking of sports, what other major parallels do they have?
that's that's kind of a funny question because you know how flooded it is with parallels. But yeah, I
Yeah,
get
but
what you're
like, but to
saying.
the core, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I don't mean like just changing the color,
Like, I mean, first thing that comes up to my mind is like prisms and stuff like that.
but like prisms, I feel like we have Optichrome.
Yeah, yeah, but that's what it's hard. I don't know. I mean, maybe somebody in here can do that.
They've got more of those what are those other laser types?
Hmm. Oh
I
yeah, like
mean,
that square looking laser. It's like a.
hmm
I'm not too big of a fan of those,
maybe
but it
like
might look good in Fortnite.
I think they need to add like some rare inserts, maybe.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because we don't really have any inserts.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I would love an insert. Maybe their different thing is just doing like the lava sets. You know what I mean? It could be that
But
simple, or they.
but they did Frozen sets, so I feel like it wouldn't be that different. Just be changing
Right,
it out.
right. Yeah,
Yeah, what's up, Frankie? Are we ready for numbered cards? That is one that we both clicked at the same time.
yeah.
Are we ready for numbered cards? Wayne says they could be doing numbered cards, and we talked about that, and that could
I'm
be it.
I'm ready for number cards, but like I get what you're saying. Like, is the market
Do
is the
they? Because
yeah.
that's like something they reserve for like when print runs get high. I
Hmm.
feel like you know what I mean.
Um,
Um,
I
I
don't
don't
see
know.
why not. I don't
Yeah,
think it. If you ask me, I don't think it's gonna happen next series. I think it will be I always said like series 5. If there will be a series 5, I believe it will be 5 or 6, just based off a time frame.
hmm
When it comes to like them losing their sports, but If it happened, I wouldn't be mad.
I wouldn't be mad either.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at
I
all.
mean, if I pull a 1 out of 10,
I knew Matt was gonna come in as soon as we started talking about this.
he wants those super short prints.
Yeah, no,
Oh, he
he doesn't
doesn't
want
want
it. Yeah, he
we do
doesn't
not
want it.
need number cards. He said Prism Blue Retail, downtown inserts. See, like I would be happy with like kabooms or inserts, like something special that's harder to pull that just gets
Hmm.
inserted into it. I'd like that, just like a different design with
Hmm.
a shorter print run. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. What was it? Which first thought are you talking about? My escape world.
I mean,
Uh,
I like numbered cards. I don't know if we need them yet.
yeah, but that's what I'm like. That's what I'm saying. I think I wouldn't be mad if there were number cards. Like I don't. I think it's gonna happen. Um, I think it will be. I think it will be very interesting, especially as like for me, I've always said that when it comes to the cards, even okay. Let me say this. One thought I did have though, I wouldn't mind even if it wasn't a number card, I wouldn't mind different color shard or cracked ice for different levels. So maybe I guess those would have to be numbered. But like for instance, if it was like this aura, right? But it was three different cracked ice colors behind it or something along that
See,
lines. Like
that I don't care as much about. Like, I hate the numbered cards where it's just a different color background in sports,
mm-hmm,
or like just like the logo is a different color. Like that
mm-hmm,
does nothing for me. I rather it be like you have your, let's say auras or cracked ice, right?
yeah,
But they put 10 numbered ones in there with
mm-hmm,
her other style.
yeah,
Now
yeah.
that would be cool.
Yeah, like, well, I'm talking. What I was saying is like the that's what I was kind of getting at, where it's like her variants,
Yeah,
like
yeah. Her variant
yeah,
was a different
yeah,
color
yeah,
versus the ice.
so you,
That would be cool.
yeah, like so you have charming aura or charm aura with the with the teal background, and then you have minty with the purple,
Hmm.
any skin that is whether whatever skin it could be, but I do
Or
want to
like
see some
they
unique
were talking
things.
about Midas. Like, what if like all the Midases were regular, but then like 1 out of 10, Midas had the gold skin on.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
that would be pretty dope.
yeah,
I mean, it can go a lot of different ways. But I mean, an insert with a kaboom where it wasn't just them standing there,
yeah.
like
Hmm.
that might be the play,
Yeah.
honestly, versus numbered cards.
Yeah, and my escape world, I never, me personally, I don't remember exactly when, but I more so wanted the sets to grow. Like the first three sets I felt should have been what it is, but my first post on the Facebook group was actually about number cards. I don't know if you remember it. It was at that time it was about Travis Scott, but you see things have happened. But but either way, it was number cards. But I do want to see natural growth for the Fortnite market. I don't think we need number cards. I wouldn't be
I'm
mad at
not
number
for. I was
cards.
never like against it or like for it particularly. I mean, it depends on what they put on the cards or how they do it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
definitely don't want like sports where like you can pull like numbered cards of every character and it's just kind of like it's so overdone. Like maybe
hmm,
one set of numbered cards would be cool.
yeah, yeah,
Like per set, if there's only 10 numbered like 1 through 10
hmm,
of one card, that'd be fine. I
yeah.
don't want like each character to have numbered versions.
Right, right.
That's overkill, and I could see that like just
And
making it too
and
much.
and let me be clear. I'm open to whatever they do. I would hope that they don't milk the sets, which usually happens with Panini. But I'm open to whatever they do. I'm pretty sure no matter what the set is, I may have some indifferencing opinions, but I do think some unique things can happen because the Fortnite IP is so strong.
Wait, which aura debacle?
Oh, I know which one he's talking about. I think he was talking about the $400 post, and then it was reneged on.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's the one he's talking about.
oh yeah, yeah, that one. That was a weird one.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
agree. So
Exactly.
so
Exactly.
Fortnite S1 says those SSP chase cards would get all of the high end collectors into it. Yeah, that's true. That's
Hmm.
true. But would it though?
They
I mean,
they're
because they're
hungry for.
already so rare. Like it's so obvious how rare they are.
Well, no. Yes, you're right, but no,
Hmm.
not at the same time. We focus on that. We keen on that. You know what I mean? But we've seen things like wrestling. We've seen things like F1. We've seen things, those there's a lot of different angles that have been taken, and I'm looking like, how hasn't Fortnite? But I understand at the same time with the stigma, but that will draw more eyes. Not that we need the eyes, but just if we're basing it off of what we're collecting and the health of the card market for Fortnite, I think it would do a lot of good with
See,
bad on
I
the
get
side.
this, but like, how many numbered rookie cards for Tyler Hero are there? Do you know what I
Right,
mean?
right. Yeah, that's a
That
good
that's
point.
why that's why like that doesn't mean anything. There's like how many rookie heroes are there? There's like
Hmm.
so many.
Hmm.
So having a 99 of a rookie hero
But
that's just a different design doesn't
yeah,
matter that much. Like for me, if it's a numbered card, it has to be something different. You know what I mean? I don't want just. I feel like it's different in sports. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It has to be a different design. If it's gonna be a numbered card, it has to be a different design. It has to be something completely different than the other stuff.
yeah. Now I will say this though, like that is once again, whether it's series 3 or if a number cards do come, the health and the popularity of that, it does bring on the next thing. And the next thing would be the whether it's overprinting or the heavy focus on that and not collecting the sets. All those things do come with it. So we're talking lightly in the aspect of pretty much we know something like this is going to happen if the continual success happens with Fortnite. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm getting at. I know it's going to happen. Hopefully they do it good if it
And
happens.
I feel like sports has other issues too because there's so many different sports products. Like you can get a Tyler Hero and Don Russ,
Yeah.
you can get it in Prism, you can get it in Optic. I
Yeah.
mean, there's just it's contenders.
Hmm.
There's just so many ways to get the rookie card that all the prices are going to come down.
I got it. I know what my escape world is talking about.
My escape world said
Yeah. Yeah.
my escape world
Tyler
said it's
Hero.
sold for $2 because he's Tyler Zero.
That's funny. That's funny. I actually, Dylan, I know what my escape road is connecting to. If they connect it to the game with codes, I do at that point don't think we need the original style of number cards. So if they connect it to the game, I don't think we need the way number cards are done now. I
Hmm.
don't think we need it if they connect it to the game. They can do it a new way,
Yeah.
So that will be my opinion. If they never connect it to the game, then the regular number way that's happening now, obviously. But if they connect it to the game, they don't have to follow uh that same system.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like if there were numbered cards, there would still be numbered Fortnite cards that wouldn't be worth a lot.
Right.
It's just the low end, but like a numbered Black Knight, a numbered Renegade Raider.
Hmm.
I feel like it'd still be pretty cool. Still, you
Yeah.
would still have like Tyler Hero ones, but like, are there any numbered cards in sports right now that go for a lot? Yeah,
And then
like
by
one of
the
ones and
yeah.
one of fives.
And by the way, I'm talking about this in the light of after the first set does that second set, I understand that no matter what skin it is, and even if it's a PC card and they're numbered, more than likely I won't be getting it. I understand that.
Yeah.
So I already am. That's what I'm saying. I'm preparing for whatever happens for the health of the Fortnite market. I get it. I'm cool. It is what it is.
I
I,
mean, on,
yeah.
on the other hand, with the way they're doing the cracked ice cards and how like there's like right now there's 232 skins, right?
Hmm.
And you have to get a mega to get it. That makes them really rare, and they can print a whole bunch and they still be super rare, and there
Hmm.
still be a chase. So I feel like you don't have that in sports. I don't know why. I just feel like that.
Hmm. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so I feel like they really don't need the number cards, but we do need something new. And I just think maybe something like the kabooms,
Yeah.
some kind of insert. I think is literally what we need.
Yeah.
Like the loading screens from Reloaded.
Hmm.
Like if they release those but
Right.
made them rare,
Hmm.
like you don't get them every pack. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you get an insert one out of 4 or 5 packs.
Hmm.
I would actually buy fat packs.
Yeah.
Like if I
Yeah.
was looking for those, I'd actually buy fat packs.
Yeah.
Like if you could only get those inserts with fat packs.
Mhm. Mhm. That would be a great chase easily.
Hmm.
I think that'll be a great one, honestly. Yeah. So
Top it up a notch. 50% of them are hollow, 50% aren't.
that that'd be crazy.
Right? I
That'd
mean,
be
why
crazy.
not?
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, Tyler Hero had a bubble year.
I
That was
know.
his.
Leave
Yeah.
Tyler Hero alone.
I
I
right.
will say I did sell his optic hollow for like $50 when I pulled it
Yeah.
from a blaster his rookie year.
Don't talk about Tyler Hero to Jason Tatum. But yeah.
Here we go. We started talking about sports. I can't wait till you guys start talking about Fortnite players like that.
Right.
Like talking about like
Exactly.
Luca versus
Yeah.
Clicks and versus
Yeah.
all those people who are competing.
Yeah.
I don't even know who Tyrone Smith is.
Let me hear it. Yeah. That's crazy. That is pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy.
That's pretty
Yeah.
insane.
Right. That and yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I'm kind of talking about as a collector. Like, I want something new. I'd enjoy having like a super rare card that was numbered.
mhm.
In terms of like boosting the hobby and stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, putting any kind of like code in is going to like explode, just like the
Yeah.
comics. You know what I mean?
Well, the nuance, can somebody I think Kyrie would be able to, maybe even Matt. So with Marvel, there's the e-packs, right? There's e-packs where you open the packs, online. If they did that on the Fortnite game, that would be crazy. Like you can open e packs, V packs, whatever you want to call them. Like for Fortnite specifically, I think that'll be major. Like if they really build out that sector, same way you brought up how they could build out their streaming service in game. If they
Mhm.
did that for the card market, once they pay attention to it, I can see that being a major thing. Like so it'll be interesting to
All
see.
we need is like for them to have an opening slot, and they're like, "All right, let's do a cross promo with the Panini cards,"
Hmm.
kind of like did
Hmm.
the comics or stuff. That's
Yeah.
all we would need.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's kind of sound like a broken record at this point. It's crazy that that Fortnite cards hasn't gotten any marketing at all yet. I would hope that it connects to the game before we even get number cards. So that's my final point with that aspect. Like I would hope that there's connectability to the game, and then hopefully number cards can come at some point, whatever the case may be. But I do want it to connect to the game more than anything.
I mean, I'm already excited for series number 4.
Right, right.
Like, I don't care at this point. It's like just release something new. I mean, I feel like it's been a long time. It hasn't. It's been what, 4 months, and we waited like,
Yeah.
or when did it come? It came out in April, right?
5 months now. Wait, was it April or March? I can't remember. It was April. April. Like April 28th or something
It was
like that.
supposed to come out in March, but it kept getting
Yeah.
delayed.
It was
But
like April 28th.
it came out in April, yeah. So Wayne says
Interesting.
Panini has requested in-game content every series, and Epic hasn't allowed it.
That's interesting. Now, if like Wayne saying, if that's true, that's interesting. That's very interesting. And it makes me feel like what I've been saying, like it's Donald Mustard loves comics. He's always wanted to do comics. There was a reason for him to do comics. There was a story to be told. Could this be a market that's a fire shoot for Fortnite, the headquarters? You get what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
could this be something that they have to see flourish first? And what is their definition of that?
Well, so what I think is probably more accurate is that the comics do a lot for the game.
Yeah.
It's telling the story, right?
Mhm.
So the cards would be purely like for like money. That'd be
Mhm. Right.
profit wise.
Mhm.
They would drive more sales for Panini, which would get them more kickbacks and royalties, right?
Mhm.
So that's the only thing that they get from that. But the comics, they're getting like they're building their community stronger. They're gaining new gamers. I don't know that putting in the cards is going to gain new gamers. The comics, it is, and that would mean if they did that content, they would have to create more skins to release for free through the cards when they're already doing that for the comics, right?
Mhm.
You see how stingy they are with the comics,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, you only get like one or two skins per. And they're not doing 5 different skins. They're doing like pickaxes and back
Mhm.
blings and stuff. So maybe when there's a lull, I mean, if they want to keep doing comics, if they want to give those codes out for every comic, maybe that's why. And maybe they don't want to take that on. I mean, at
Hmm.
some point, you're running out of characters. Like, how
Hmm.
much content? You know what I mean? They have to pick and choose where they're giving these free skins at.
Yeah. Uh, and then I like what my escape bro said right here. Like that could be a thing. Maybe they're not committed on that end. Maybe it's another situation like they want to do it on there. We don't, you know what I mean? We don't know what Fortnite is thinking. Like in that aspect, they could be they're they may not be committed to Panini long term. It could be that they want to do it on their own eventually. I guess that's something that could
I
possibly
doubt
be a
they want
thing.
to do that on their own. I feel like it's more of like they just denied it. Like they wouldn't have asked again if they said never.
Hmm.
But I don't know who Wayne talked to at Panini.
Hmm.
Um, but like they said, it hasn't allowed it yet.
Hmm.
And I mean, if they're asking every series, then they're probably going to answer like, no, not this time because we're doing this, this, and this.
Hmm.
You know, and they're probably looking for the best time to market it.
That's a good point too. I mean,
I
wait,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
because I don't feel like even if they were going to switch over to Fanatics and stuff, I
Mhm,
mean, why? I mean, I don't see how them switching over would prevent them from releasing a skin on it. I feel like
mhm,
more of like they probably time all these things out,
mhm.
and they don't have an open slot for the cards right now. I mean, they're doing Dragon Ball Z, they're doing all these other things. It's like, do they really have time to give away free more skins through that? And like, does
I
that take away from the comics? And they definitely don't want to do that.
I don't think so, and I get what you're saying, and I don't think so on any of those things. It could be it could be very much more simple than that, or it can be more
Yeah,
complex.
I
Like, but
agree.
I do get what you're saying, but I would say just based off of what we know of Fortnite, I don't think it's because of shying away from anything else. I don't know. It is a good thing to think about, and I can see what you're getting at with that.
I mean, it's good to know that they're pushing it because I've talked to people and I've told people at Panini a few times, "Hey, y'all really got to put in some like codes in this. It will really help a lot."
Mhm.
So it doesn't surprise me that someone got back to Wayne and told him.
And not only that, like what Wayne is saying with fanatics can be taken over. I think that has a lot of people taking a moment. Let's just say that like a lot of things has to be figured out across the board because more than likely, my gut feeling is Panini is going to be purchased by Fanatics. Like losing Prism, losing all of these things that's in Panini, I don't see Fanatics passing up on that. But at the same time, if they don't buy Panini, Panini has that pivot where they can pivot into Fortnite and UFC or whatever the case may be. So it's two different ways that can go, but that could be a part of it.
I was gonna ask. So Wayne, if you're talking to an employee, did you get any? I haven't yet from anyone I've talked to. Did you get any information if there will be a series four? I mean, I think that's what's biggest on everyone's mind is there going to be a series four?
Yeah,
I mean, it's very possible they get bought out,
yeah.
but if they get bought out, would it be before 2025?
I would say, uh, as a business, like I guess if you put your business cap on, right? Do you just flood the market because you're about to lose? Do you flood the market because you're about to lose your Fortnite? I mean, not Fortnite, basketball and football. And if that's the case, if they do start doing that, does Fanatics take over before that? I don't, bro. It's so weird because
Before,
Fanatics is gonna have everything. It's gonna be all under one umbrella, and that's gonna be very interesting. Like,
can we crowdsource and bring Fortnite cards
there
under
you
high
go.
ground?
I'm with it,
Yeah, Wayne, that's where I got to. They wouldn't comment on Series 4.
Matt. I'm definitely with that.
Can we, like, if it, I mean, I'm letting you guys know now. If this doesn't go through, then we may have to just develop a printing, a printing
Listen,
company. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Listen, come on.
I
Listen,
mean,
man.
I have we have some ideas. We could probably make that
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
It may take a big community, but we may
We
be able to
may
make that
we
work.
may be we may be looked at like HGA for a while, but we'll
Like
we'll
HG.
we'll push through.
I'm
You
sure
know?
I can. Yeah, we can just. Yeah, we can just hire. Oh God! Stop! Stop! Stop!
Oh man,
Stop
that
it!
is funny.
Stop in the comments.
Listen, he was pushing him out. We can't say that. He was pushing him out.
I will have to say he was doing some high quality stuff
My
there.
man's had him slabbed and everything.
I mean, if he can do them like that, I'm sure we can get some cards out there.
Yeah,
I mean,
there you go.
we can do better than the South American ones because those ones were pretty bad.
There you go, Richard. Yep. We have the whole system going.
Stop! You guys got me thinking about different designs and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
listen, as soon as we get off, Dylan gonna be like, "So I was thinking."
I'm about
Like,
to
what's
hit
up,
up
bro?
Epic Games. It's like, hey, this is give them a
Listen,
business plan.
listen, this what we got. Let's lay it on the table. That's what Wayne. Like, it's like a whole system right there. It's a one-stop shop. You can rip, pull. You know, you got the rips and the pulls, and then you just get them graded. One-stop shop. No need.
I mean, we already got Fortnite cards. Now you just come here, you buy the packs. I
Yep.
got it.
Slap them up. Kari said, "Not a fan."
Yeah, he's not a fan of the South American cards. I think
Yeah.
I'm not either. Like, I don't think you need to have like point systems or be able to shoot or like it doesn't have to
Yeah.
be a trading card game.
There you go, Richard. I'm down.
I mean, that would be fun
It would.
if we did like community card designs for like Fortnite.
Yeah, that would be fun. I'm
That
not.
would be fun.
I'm not mad at that at all.
I don't know how many people will have like. I mean, we did a thing in the Facebook group where people were doing like drawings.
Mm-hmm.
But like if we did like a card design, maybe we should
Mm-hmm.
run that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's
And then we
something
get it,
there.
and then we get it printed. We'll send it to
There you go.
we'll send it to Phil to print it for us.
Yeah, and slab, and
And
slab.
slab
Can't
and
forget
slab.
that.
That's true. That's true. You guys are
Oh
too
man,
funny.
he did a number on that one, man. I think that flipped the. I think that flipped the group on his head for a little bit.
Well, I mean,
He was.
the group is so sensitive too.
Yeah,
It's like, and I get it. Like people are putting a lot of money in this stuff.
but
So like I just want to put out that we do not condone making fake cards.
yeah.
But can
Can I
Bobby
get
said,
this?
can you get the prototypes before Wayne?
That's gonna be a hard one.
That's true, Frankie. Yeah, I mean everything's down. It has to do with like inflation. There's like so many different metrics.
Yeah. So what was your conclusion of the sales of that? I'll say this. I'll point out one specific card. I, I can't believe no, Kari, that's cool. I can't believe Bright Bomber PSA 9 USA
Stop.
charge sold
I
for what
was
it did,
watching
bro.
that and
I
it's
was
like
like, what?
I was so upset that I missed that. I was like, I was watching it and I told my wife, I had just told her, like, I saw it in the auction. I was watching it and a couple
Yeah,
others. I said, I'm not buying any more cards for like at least like 2 weeks or so like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I saw that in there and I was like, dang. So I was like, don't even look at it. Don't even
Don't
look at
even
it.
look at it.
The
Yeah,
next day it popped up in my sold. I said, $300
yeah,
for a
yeah,
PSA 9
yeah.
Bright Bomber.
Like that's insane, bro. That's
So like,
insane.
what that tells me is because I would have paid at least
Mm-hmm.
I don't know at least 400 or 500 at least with my, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
Yeah, for
So
what you,
me
yeah,
personally, what I
yeah,
could afford, and so
yeah,
like I don't think that's speaking to like what they're worth. I think people are getting deals. Like some
yeah.
people do not. There's too many cards hitting the market at once for
Mm-hmm.
people to keep up,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Mm-hmm.
I people are just getting deals. It's kind of like someone is like getting rid of the whole collection way too fast,
Mm-hmm.
and we can't keep up. That's what it
Yeah,
looks like.
yeah. It's one of those, and it's just, oh man, it's crazy because like like for me personally, when it came to the Bright Bomber, the reason why I brought that one up is I was talking to Dylan off camera, and I'm like, yo, Bright Bomber, we got these iconic skins up there, and Bright Bomber is legit iconic. Like you can't think of
Hmm.
Fortnite without Bright Bomber.
You can't.
I see that car go up. I'm like, all right, I literally said,
I need that card, by
yeah,
the
and
way.
I said all right, like it was gonna like I'm like it's gonna do like 7. You know what
Yeah,
I
I thought it
mean?
was gonna be
Like
like 7 to a
yeah.
1,000, so I was like, I'm priced out anyway.
Yeah, I figured as such it would go under 1,000 just based off the market, but I definitely thought 7, and then it didn't do that. So I was like, that's interesting. It was very interesting to see though.
Yeah. What's up, Jim? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I mean, there's just. I mean, I agree. I think there is like more money going in and out right now of the market, but at the same time, like big cards weren't ever hitting the market, and that's
Right.
why. Like, if
Yeah.
those big cards were hitting the market, it would have been different.
Yeah. And me, I don't like. I don't think people are. I don't think most of it is worry. I really don't. I don't think most of it's worry. I do genuinely think some people may be more cash strapped than people realize.
Hmm.
Um, and it's just one of those moments where if you do have the capital, this is your moment. That's the way I see it.
People are 100% more like cash strapped because look, Bitcoin's down. All this money
Hmm.
that was people were making money hand over foot with like
Hmm.
Bitcoin, all this kind of stuff, and buying crazy collectibles and stuff like that. So it makes sense for it to be down, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Jim says the lack of public statement by Panini and the fact that there are around 300 million players. What are you saying here? Like, I'm not sure what was this too? Was this answering a question?
Let's go. That's dope.
Yeah, Fortnite S1 says I don't think anyone is worried about Fortnite. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's you know what, Dylan, it's this weird moment where more people I think people are sitting I will say this to Matt's point. There's more people on the sideline waiting to take a stab. Like I think that it's
Hmm.
us, and then there's people on the sideline looking like, hold on, this
But
is
like,
something. Like you know what I
but
mean?
like the Bright Bomber, right?
Yeah.
We've been so much stuff has been hitting the market at like
Hmm.
prices that like aren't like so out of range that
Yeah.
you can't just like grab it
Right.
because like your card might be next week.
That's very true.
You know what I
That's
mean? And
very
so it's
true.
like it's kind of hard to know what to buy. Like there's been a couple times I just buy something, then the next day the card I really wanted popped up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And this happened to Dylan definitely a
Yeah,
couple times for sure. Yeah, it's
freaking Gold Trooper slipped right through my fingers.
that's a great point, Dylan. That is a great point where it's like the hesitancy is not so much worry. The hesitancy is like, okay, if the market's right here and my car pops up, I have to be able to get that car. And it's hard balancing that. Like,
Like I'm not
you
gonna
know,
lie, links. I keep seeing links for like 150 bucks, right? If
yeah.
links popped up for 150 bucks, I don't know, 8 months ago,
Yeah.
I would have bought links in a
Well,
heartbeat. That'd been a steal. But right now it's
well,
like,
and I wish we had I wish we did have the tracker because I legit spent the most on links at the time. Like this was I remember, bro. Like I'm sitting there, I'm going back and forth with this guy. I paid 450. It immediately went to the Facebook group and was like, wow, somebody really wanted this. Somebody paid a lot for and I had to use it in a trade for Aura. But
mhm.
I like links that much. But Aura links, it was just one of them situations that had to
Aura is just
happen.
one of those cards.
Yeah,
And of course, I have really high end Aura, so I'm saying that. But Aura is just one of those cards that
yeah,
you got to get to. You know what I mean? Yeah,
yeah,
there's so much to buy. I agree,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Um,
see, like, yeah, exactly.
links in PSA 10. How many are there? I want to look that up.
Wait, where did it
I mean, links is one of those skins that isn't used a lot right now, but I
Yeah,
feel like it can make a comeback.
yeah,
It's one of the
I
ones that
definitely
could
agree.
make a comeback, I think.
Hmm.
It's definitely one of my favorite of series too,
The lack of
and I don't really have one. Let's see how many PSA
if people.
10s there are.
That's a great point, Matt. That's a great point.
This can't be right. There's only two PSA 10 Lynxes, Cacti's.
Mm.
There's 8 total graded, only two 10s. There's more than two Lynx fans out there. I'll let you know that now.
This is a great point by Matt.
Which
The
one?
lesson is the one that's on the screen right now.
Says
This is
people who
yeah,
need the money are selling cheap now. They are learning a lesson that will be more impactful to them long term than the money lost on paper. This in this one moment. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean this happens all the time though. This like people buy high, sell
Hmm.
low.
Hmm.
You know they're getting pumped fake by the market. I agree.
And even to that point and your point, like it's like the thing is the lesson that's gonna be learned. Like that's why I don't think people are getting out of Fortnite. It is something that's getting out of Fortnite, but I don't think it's people getting collectors getting out of Fortnite they're selling it, and then it's like Matt said, it's gonna be that moment like, bro, did I really sell that for that price? And then you're gonna be in a situation where you're trying to get it back.
Yeah, I was talking about cracked ice. There's only 2 PSA 10 cracked ice. Did you
Yeah.
sell one? Or you moved yours to Omen? I would have kept Links over at Omen.
Only thing is Matt's doing the set.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But yeah, in context, yes.
Yeah, I mean, dang, there's only 2 PSA 10s. I might have to try to get one. Yeah, I mean, it's
What
kind of hard because I really like Series 3, but like I've
mhm,
been trying to buy some cards I've been missing out for, Series 1 and Series 2.
yeah.
I did get a hunting rifle USA.
Mhm.
It was a little damaged and I paid a lot for it, but it popped up and I wanted it. You don't see
Yeah.
those too often.
Yeah. You
Like with
don't.
all the shards out there, you don't see the weapons that often. Like
I
hunting rifles
know.
and the
Yeah.
pump. Like
Yeah.
a pump, like can someone please list a pump,
Mhm.
please, for 300 PSA 9?
I'm not gonna lie. I had a moment. I turned down a pump shard during my trip, like last year sometime,
Mm-hmm.
and I think about it every day. I turned it down, bro, in the trade. I it was ridiculous. I won't even say what, man. It was just I don't know.
It's just
I
one
will
of those
say
moments.
I will say this though. It could have been an 8, and an 8 is amazing. I don't know. Like I would have taken 8 now, but I just wasn't confident in the condition. But looking back, even if it was a PSA 8,
Yeah, you still want that
yeah,
card.
you still
Like
want the
my
card.
hunting rifle USA is not going to. I don't even know if it's going to be a PSA 8. I just wanted the hunting rifle, and
Yeah.
they and that was my chance to get it. I remember I wanted the pump USA shard, and it was on eBay for like $100. I was
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna buy this. No one else is buying a pump shard,
Yeah.
so I'm good. And like I don't know, 3 weeks later, I was thinking about I went to go look for it to buy it, sold. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm so dumb.
The
It's like one of those
Matt,
moments.
it was one of the ones we trade with all the time. It was one of the ones we trade. One of the guys we trade with all the time, man. He offered it, and I was just so gun ho on one certain thing. I turned it down, and I think about it too much, man. It's one of those ones.
He said, "Whoa, whoa, who is Matt?" And let's keep that on the DL.
Oh, that's funny. No, no, the pump.
A pump PSA 10 shard could easily be 2K.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean I could see that easily.
Mm-hmm. And then wait, where it was something. Oh, Kyrie. I thought it was still more days left on this heritage auction for this Mickey Mantle. I thought it was like 6 days left or something like that. Uh yeah, let me know on that one. You don't know any. Yeah. Wait, is Matt becoming like John Cena? You don't know any Matts. Yo, Matt could really disappear from this point on and nobody will know.
You think it's gonna do 10 million?
Yeah, easily. It might do slightly more.
Because what's the highest sold card is what
The Honus, I think. The
was
Honus
it'll
Wagner, I
be like
think.
6 or 8 million, wasn't it?
Yeah, but there's two PSA 10 Mickey Mantles, but this SGC 9.5 looks way better than those PSA 10s.
That's a lot of money for a card.
Yeah, Kari, I think it's at least 6 days left. Yeah, that PSA 10 go up, it's gonna be crazy. But that also show you like that SGC 9.5, like from what I seen, like centering and everything, it does look
Hmm.
better. It legit does look better.
Like I don't understand like how people can shit on SGC when you're getting like 5-10 million dollars like sales on
Yeah.
cards. That's crazy.
Three, three, three. Okay.
People have been asking for a Discord.
I kn-
Jake here says, outside of the Facebook group, are there any other people that where we're connecting at, like Discord?
I know there's
I
a couple
created
people.
one. I
Yeah,
created a Discord and I haven't done anything with it.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. We did one for high ground. Um, There is a couple of people that's trying to do Discords. I can't remember the name at this time. I don't know how that's going or anything like that.
I mean, my because like when I'm in the Facebook group, like a lot of times I have to make posts and like keep stuff going. So like if we did a Discord, would there be any engagement?
Y'all gotta
I think
let us
that's one of
know.
the things that's kept me away from it is because like we get engagement on here where we get to all talk and chat.
Yeah,
Would it be the same on the Discord? Would people contribute to it? You know what I mean?
yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. I agree with this too, Matt. I think two things. Before Discord, I'm asking y'all kindly, before Discord, not before Discord, but along with it, Twitter has to grow. I'm telling y'all, like Twitter, Fortnite cards on Twitter has to grow. It has to be seen. And there is just no action
Well, let's
there
look at
right
other
now
sport.
besides
Are
a
there
little bit.
any other sports stuff? Are there any other trading cards on Twitter?
A lot.
Is there?
Twitter is thriving. Like Twitter's thriving heavily when it comes to sports cards and all those type of things. You have Nick, which is AD99 Aaron Donald collector. He's probably the most active, and then you also have oh, his name is slipping my mind right now. Tyler. You have Tyler on there. It's a couple people on there. But like actual day-to-day action, even myself, I slip on Twitter, but high grounds on there, we're on there, but Twitter needs the love of Fortnite cards. I say that consistently.
Yeah, I'm with my escape world. I thought Twitter was just a shit on people, but I have gotten
No.
a lot of like news and updates from Fortnite on Twitter. I
Yeah.
like that. I think card wise, like Instagram,
It's the
and I don't have the other one. Was it TikTok?
mhm.
Um, like that kind of thing. I don't have a TikTok, so I can't do that. But
Well, we have a TikTok. We tried it, and me and Dylan
you,
agreed that's just
I think you tried it with
well, I
our
had to.
like,
I had to
yeah,
with
yeah,
the situation. Yeah.
yeah.
I tried it. Like I don't have a personal TikTok. I'm good. We tried it just to get high ground out there a little bit more. I can't do it, so you won't really see us too much on there. But
But
I
like it's
know
I've been doing the reels on Instagram, and I've been liking
yeah,
doing those.
yeah. Like even like with the me personally, I love doing the YouTube shorts the most. That's my favorite thing. It's just I have to chop out the time. I have like 10 to 15 backed up that I'm ready to do. But I know people don't like Twitter. I'm not the biggest fan of Twitter when it comes to me using it, but we do need a presence on there. We have to be everywhere, y'all. We really do.
I love Twitter when something happens. So like when Will Smith
Hmm.
slapped Chris Rock,
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's like let me go look this up on Twitter because
Yeah.
like that's where you find everything the fastest. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And let me tell you, that was one of the most hilarious nights of my life, just reading through Twitter. Like
Yeah.
sometimes that stuff is just too funny. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that relates to cards as much.
Yeah. Yo, could you imagine MySpace right now for
I
real?
miss
Oh man,
MySpace.
MySpace was lit. I loved it.
Dang, if MySpace was alive right now, man, I just imagine what my MySpace would be like. I'd have like
Bro,
Fortnite cards in the background.
bro, I remember getting in a fight because one of my friends wasn't in my top 20. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, like, it's like, bro, it was that crazy back then.
It'd be like that. They're like, who do you
Yeah.
put in your top 8? Like,
Yeah.
it'd
Like,
be
and then
like,
it's like, oh,
it's
shoot.
like, dang, someone doesn't make the cut. That's like,
Bro, I thought I did good by making it 20. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I can't leave nobody out with this. Rocket, I'm like, bro, it's like that, dog. Like, it's really that serious. I had like Vince Carter dunks I had like the Vince Carter GIF dunks from the dunk contest in there. You had the music in the background. MySpace is an error.
yeah, that was different.
Yeah,
I mean, people get hurt now. They get their feelings hurt now. Just go back then. That was
man, it was rough back then.
MySpace was a little crazy.
It was. It was. Well, thank you for telling us, Kyrie. We definitely want to support that.
Oh snap! Do you have a link? Kari posted
Yeah,
it in
you,
the link.
you gotta link that.
I'm glad that someone did that. I probably should have done that like a while
A
ago.
while ago, yeah.
So I have the biggest rated Fortnite Reddit post for
That's what's
card
up.
Fortnite card post. I think you've probably seen it. I posted
Yeah.
like with the cracked ice. It had like 130
Hmm.
comments, something like that.
I seen that. I seen that literally probably 3 months before we even said anything to each other. Like literally.
Which is
Yeah,
crazy.
literally. Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
we got you for sure.
I'll post in it. Yeah, post it here in the comments so everyone in the chat can go to it if you have Reddit. Oh, you're challenging what? Wait,
Ah,
you have a
we
bigger
gotta
Reddit post?
we got a duel here.
Then post it in the link. I want to see your post on. I haven't seen any other card posts on. Have you?
No, I haven't, and I haven't checked in a while either.
So you goes epic Fortnite cards. Oh, okay, I like that. I like that.
I don't wanna.
Instead of like Panini Fortnite cards.
Yeah.
I need to know. I need to know, Matt. I'm interested.
As
I
soon as I
think
think, like
so. Like if
that,
I Google, this is why I think mine's the biggest. So if you Google Fortnite
there you
trading cards Reddit, I think I'm the first one that pops up. Let me see. It is Reddit.com. Yeah, I'm the besides the group Fortnite trading cards. My post is the first one that pops up.
Inglorious. I would just cringe, bro.
He said, he said, yes, I know. So this one right here is mine. You see my beautiful aura back then. Some Italy, some USA in there. 51 comments.
Yeah, I remember that like it's yesterday. I literally remember seeing that. That's funny.
I posted this 2 years ago,
Yeah,
and I posted, dang, and like I was actually talking to people in here. Who did I get in? Someone was asking. It actually got way more comments than I thought it was. One of the comments that it said was, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Someone asked for a specific skin. They said, "Do they have this skin?" Because, like, yeah, they said because of they were looking for a way to collect her, but they don't make the Funko Pops of her. I said, "Yeah, they do have that skin," and they're like, "All right, I'm gonna go buy it."
that's crazy. Oh yeah,
Uh,
try Kyrie joint real quick, Dylan.
all right, let me. What was it? So was it Epic Fortnite cards?
Yep. There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna have to log in. I haven't logged in this in a while. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna blow this up.
Oh yeah.
All right, I got you, Kari. Can I link this on our Fortnite cards website, Kari?
Yes. Oh yeah. I already said yes for Kyrie. Like that's crazy.
Oh, yeah. I thought, did he say this?
it was Kyrie coming through me, bro. That's all it was. Pause.
No, I believe you. I did. If you had another post, Matt, let me know because I didn't see yours. I just knew mine. Maybe mine was the biggest. Maybe mine was the first 2 years ago. I mean,
Let's go. Mac Down, what's up, bro? It's been a minute.
oh, nice. Matt talked a big player into getting into the Fortnite. It is contagious. Once they start opening packs, that it's
Yep.
all over. Yeah, I feel like no, I feel like the Reddit shouldn't be for sale, right? That's just gonna be like
Yeah.
sharing what you got and like just like
hmm
asking questions because that's kind of what we need. Like I don't really want to just sell all the time.
Yo, Matt, I swear you're not this old, bro. You gotta stop.
He said I don't know how to get a Reddit. It does have an app, you know.
Yeah, yeah, you could do that.
'Cause
That's what's up.
20K invested in anything is a big player in my book.
Yeah, for sure.
20K can go a long way in Fortnite right now. He said look at the card reports.
What's
Oh,
that?
cool. Let me look at this one. The
That's
weekly
dope.
card oh, I like it. I like it.
That's
Weekly
dope.
card discussion. Nice. I like that. That's cool. How many people do we have on this? We got 7 members. We're gonna bump this up. We got 15 people in here. So if you have Reddit or if you don't have Reddit, go sign up and let's start
Yeah,
chatting in this Reddit forum. Because the other one has like 3 million. The Epic Games or the Fortnite Battle Royale has like 3 million active Reddit users.
Yeah.
Ooh, Hush 82. This is my card. Yeah, once I'm gonna have to figure out my password when you guys aren't watching. Yeah, join up after the stream.
Yeah. For sure.
PSA 10 blackologist listed. Appreciate that punch. He did a one on Lux for you.
Lux, Golden Girl.
Sushi master versus sushi maker.
Sushi maker.
I didn't even recognize that. I thought it really was sushi maker. That's why. Oh, I appreciate you, Frankie. Thanks, man.
What? Oh, that's
Let's see.
dope. Appreciate it, Frankie.
Surface dimples are the worst. So, like, if
Yeah.
you have a card and you send in the PSA when you only look at the corners, you have to be able to. You want to make sure you tilt the card and look in the light. Those surface dimples
Uh
will
huh.
bring that card down. They're easy to miss, especially on
Well,
like hollows.
well, I told you that's what happened with my Italy Lux. Like it
Mm-hmm.
was clean, like 10 clean.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you something told me to go look back at the pictures. I was like, bro, how did I miss this? It was a dimple right on the back. So
Yeah, sometimes
got a
you just
7.
like when you start looking at those corners and stuff, like, oh, this
Hmm.
looks sweet. You're ready to send it in. You just get too focused.
Yeah.
Eduardo is selling his last Black Knight. Wow. Well, oh, was that you, McDowell, that I saw that went on a road trip and saw so many mega boxes? When I saw that post, like even today, I've been going to Walmarts after Walmarts, and mine are empty. I went to Walmarts I haven't gone to that are like in the middle of nowhere, and they
Hmm.
had some fat packs, but all the megas are gone. So
Mm.
that people are still buying them up. I wish there was more near me.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy some for tonight, but they were all sold out.
With random black dots. That's weird. Almost 100 boxes.
Yeah, I
Wow.
have some cards with some random black dots on it. One of my auras has a random black dot on it. One of my cracked ice ones.
Mm.
I'm way too scared to try to do that.
No, that's
Maybe I,
a, but that's just like how they casually be talking about pressure on comics. I'm like, yeah, okay. It's
yeah,
like,
okay.
like, all
Well, I
right,
feel like a card might be easier than a comic. I feel like a comic
yeah,
is like I don't know.
bro. I would lift that thing up, and it would be literally a 1.5, and it was supposed to be like a 8 or something.
Idaho, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, Iowa, and Illinois. So those are all too far
Wow.
for me. Yeah, those are way too far for me. I mean, I do want to open some more.
Mhm.
I'll just go order some more off eBay eventually.
Yeah, it's at such a good price.
Eventually, but I have some other stuff I have to pay for. Like I don't know when they were gonna run out, but once we run out, it's gonna be crazy because
Yeah,
I really love this set.
there's some good cards in there, man. More than some.
Yeah, more than some. Someone's got to try this shirt presser now and go live.
Sure hoot,
I mean, we live, but I don't have a shirt presser.
man. That's scary.
I live in wrinkled shirts. I don't know about you guys.
I have a steamer.
My dad, when it looks like Richard might be in Illinois, if you can share what parts had those megas. You said you have a steamer. Is that what you said?
Hmm.
I have. Those are so sweet. When I used to steam
Man,
my
I love it,
shirts,
man.
how do you do? You hang it up on a like a
Yep,
door on like a
yep.
door.
And just let it run,
That was me back before I had 5 kids.
man.
Now I don't care.
Oh
Man, I'm
man.
telling you, before my second kid, I used to have like over 20 pairs of Jordans, and I
Mhm.
used to like match my colors with my shoes. I don't know. I
Mhm.
was talking to my wife today. I said, "When did I stop wearing shoes? Because now I just wear flip flops. It's just like it's over.
You,
I work from home.
I have nothing to say to you. You have 5 kids, bro. I get it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I stopped trying to keep my Jordans pressed. Like they get creased. It's like I gave them all away. I donated all my Jordans. I should have sold them.
I definitely I brought my first car with my Jordans, with my sneaker collection. I had 70 plus. I had 70 plus sneakers. Why I had that much before I had a car? I was young. I don't know. But that was back then. But yeah. Brought my first car with that coming out of high
I had
school.
the Concords, and then I had a
Hmm.
lot of number ones, like a lot of different colorways.
Bro, let me tell you this. I'm trying to tell you the Concords, they ripped the gate off of Foot Locker at my mall. Like it was literally no joke, bro. It was
I had to buy, I had to buy mine a size and a half too big.
oh, I remember them days.
I still wore them because
But
those were
here's
my
but
Concords.
but here's the thing. I worked at Lids, right?
Mhm.
And Liz Foot Locker House of Hoops was downstairs. Liz was upstairs. I was the assistant manager. I slept in Lids and went through the janitor way, right? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I was at the front of the line. Everybody was about to kill me. I didn't care. Like I'm just like risking my life over sneakers, bro.
I
It
hope
was
you weren't wearing your work shirt.
what 100% was. They knew who I was, bro. This was the era of the mall, bro. 100% was.
That's savage. That's savage right
Yes.
there. No,
Yep.
I had to get mine in a size and a half too big, and I overpaid, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was my favorite shoes of all time. I just wish they fit better.
Yeah.
But besides
Yeah.
that, because like when they're too big, they crease.
Yeah.
You have to be super careful when you
All you,
walk.
all you gotta do is put the plastic bags on the toe box, bro.
Yeah,
or
I
you
mean,
double or you double the
no,
soles.
no, no, but so now I just wear. Yeah, Rob has
Listen,
no shame.
bro, listen.
I would have wore a hoodie. My hood would have been on.
First of all,
I would have put on
okay,
an accent.
let me help you out. This is the era where when you bought the sneaker, you went to Liz to buy the matching hat. I couldn't hide if I wanted to. It was that bad. Like it was crazy, bro, during that time. Like they would get the cool grays and they'll come get the gray Yankees hat. Or they'll come get the gray White Sox hat. It was just an era. It was ridiculous.
I
But
I
yes,
ha-
no shame. No shame at all.
I guarantee you, it's like I'm way more crazy about the Fortnite cards than I was the sneakers. Like I used to look at the sneakers and try to get them, but I was not staying overnight. Now for cards and stuff, I'd probably stay overnight if I had to.
Bro, there was
Can we do some midnight card releases like in
listen,
store?
we are hour 42 in. Why not have this conversation? It was the one release. So this is when House of Hoops first came to Buffalo, right?
Hmm.
So when they first came to Buffalo, they now this is I don't know if y'all know the Kobe set. This was the Kobe sevens, the LeBron nines. Obviously, all the Jordans that came out during this era, they all re-released for the House of Hoops release. So all these sneakers are coming out at once. They locked the foyer door and the security guard was supposed to open the middle door because that was the first people in line. He opens the door to the left. It was literally a stampede, bro. Everybody's running down the stairs. 3 injuries. And guess what? I got 5 pairs of sneakers. So I had a
You're a
successful
mess.
day.
You're a
Like,
straight
yes,
mess.
bro. Like I was like literally I was in the thick of it. It was ridiculous. But that was just a moment. It was crazy.
The only time I thought about sleeping overnight was to get the Concords,
Yeah. You
and
had to, bro. Like it was crazy because like paying 350 after was crazy. Like, cause like and then like you'll be in line and you two people away and they'll be like, okay, we got two 9.5s left. Both of the people in front of me were the 9.5s. Well, what do I do now? Then I gotta go to eBay. eBay wasn't the same back then. You were more than likely getting scammed. It was all
hmm
crazy. So you had to pay 350 off a rip and get it out of somebody's hands. Like,
what was the credible website where you bought third party shoes? Was it Flight?
oh, Flight Club?
Yeah,
Flight Club
Flight
New York
Club.
City. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought my Concords from there.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't mind getting even though, like we said, the first time I went to buy Fortnite cards as a grown man, as much as I played Fortnite was very interesting. So even though as much as I did, but yeah, it was different, man. But yeah, all those things happen.
Ooh, I like Jake L's question. What's your least favorite legendary skin in Series 1, Series 2, and Series 3?
Oh, that's easy.
Is it
Flytrap is
easy?
Flytrap is legendary, right?
Yeah, he's
So
legendarily
that's one.
bad.
That's
All right, I'm
one.
gonna second that one. You
Yeah.
made that super easy.
Yeah. Now series 2 and series 3, yes, you're right. That's hard.
Oh, I just
Series
dropped some cards. I actually have Series 2 binder here.
Yeah, just flip through them real
I'm
quick.
gonna cheat real quick. You can use FortniteCards.com, shameless
There you
plug
go.
there, to look at legendaries. I'm going to go with I almost said Ruin because y'all like Ruin so much. Let me see. Legendary.
Oh, I know mines. I know mines for series 2. It's that cutie pie skin. What is that? Is it like a cutie? It's cutie pie or something like that,
Oh,
right?
DJ Bob has got to be the worst. Sorry. Cutie Pie? I don't see Cutie Pie.
It's that one that got that weird mask face or something like that.
Mm, no, I don't see it.
Yeah,
I hate
Matt,
war paint, but I
Matt, you
know what, Ice Queen. Ice Queen is my least favorite.
could.
I'm sorry.
And then for series three, it would be.
Well, let me see.
I think I got series three.
I have series 3 here too, but I still haven't finished my series 3 one. Let me see if there's any.
I gotta see. That's a good one. I haven't even thought about that for series three. I know.
Spire Assassin. Probably Wingman. Is that legendary? Oh no, that's epic. I was
Oh,
about
he
to
said
say.
legendary. Cutie Pie is not legendary.
Yeah, he said legendary. What's your least favorite legendary?
Okay, I gotta find series two then.
I'm missing some of the series 3 ones. I'm gonna go with one of the male superheroes. Pick one.
Pick one.
Hunter. That'd probably be my least favorite. Are the male superheroes? I like the female ones. They're alright. That was a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. I do not know for series two or series three yet. Uh, I gotta look at series two. You got the series two one there?
Yeah. Want me to read them off to you? I can show
Yeah,
them to you
yeah. Just show them to me.
because sometimes it's easier to look. Let me see where it starts. The legendary.
Yeah.
I'm missing
No,
one. I don't know what the heck it is. So you got this page.
don't like Cutie Pie. I know. Yeah. Okay.
So like DJ Bop's pretty bad to me,
DJ
but
Bop is pretty. But is that legendary or epic?
that's legendary somehow.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, war paint's pretty useless.
You don't like Warpaint?
I don't know. Does anybody ever use him? I would never. I don't know. He just showed up in my locker one time.
That's.
I think it has to be. Wait, did I show you this page? I think I
Well,
did.
if it's legendary, DJ Bop might
DJ
have to.
Bob. She
Yeah.
doesn't even belong in legendary. I feel like she should be
Yeah.
epic, or rare, or non-existent. I'm just kidding. If that's your favorite skin, I was just joking. Kind of.
It's your favorite skin. It's your favorite skin, man. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
yeah. Don't take my word for it.
Yeah, Cutie Pie does look like a puppet. I don't like Cutie Pie at all.
Kari said, "Is he crazy for thinking they should be PSA 10 crystal shards?" Which ones are you talking about?
If we're thinking there should be more. Oh. Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, they're just rare, I guess. I don't think there's that. I don't think they have that good of quality control. He said, "Warpaint's head looks so small."
Yeah, the
I mean,
color definitely didn't pop.
I just think the skin never did anything for me in game. Like it
Oh,
just showed up in my locker.
yeah, that's from it's from Save the World, the
Yeah,
Save the World
it
founders.
meant
Yeah.
nothing to me. Basically, is probably the reason why.
Okay, yes, Kyrie, yes. Now, yes, I agree with you. When it comes to the lasers, with all those issues, it's gonna be pretty low for sure. Has Midas got a 10 yet for the laser?
I can look.
I know a couple more people graded. I said the series two bird legendary. Which one?
That season 2 bird legendary.
What series two bird
Is that
legendary?
the one I'm talking about? BJ Bob. Is that a
B-
bird? That's
no,
not a bird.
it's a llama, right?
I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah, because I think it's Yonder's female counterpart. No Midas PSA 10s yet. My skateboard say you check every week.
I mean, the lasers are a super interesting play.
You know how I feel about the lasers.
Oh, he's talking about Sentinel, the robot bird.
Oh, the roller.
I
Yeah,
don't know. When that came out in game, I was like, hey, this kind of sucks, but it's also kind of like it reminded me of Gundam, whatever that was.
yeah.
How many lasers is it? Let me see.
It should be. I know when I created mines, it was at 7. I don't
Yeah,
know how
there's
many
that
more.
7. So
Yeah.
7 nines. Yeah. I mean,
No, the laser's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. Like
that's not
PSA 10
that
wise.
That's not that rough though. I mean,
But
7.
that's everybody that sent it in so far.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's now, mind you, Dylan, it was only one with like a major, like, with that off center. It was only one Midas that had that. Every other one that I've seen, because I've seen everybody that sent them in, their laser is clean. It just didn't get a 10, for
Yeah.
like other reasons.
Well, there's 77 cracked ice.
Hmm.
That number's going up pretty fast. That's pretty crazy for the Fortnite world.
When they fight the yes, no, for sure. That's funny.
Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but there was a rumor for like the last 2 years that
Hmm.
Family Guy was coming to Fortnite.
It seemed pretty close to happening too. I think
They
it's still
they
happening.
put like what Peter Griffin in the like secret files and like
Yeah,
now let me tell you, I love Family Guy.
that's literally watched it all through high school, bro.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, that was
Literally.
I'm telling you, if they put Family Guy, that'd be pretty funny.
That's a vintage tee I still don't have that I have to get.
Talk about vintage teas. My wife used to make fun of me. I made my own teas back in high
Mhm.
school.
Mhm.
I made it with Stewie on there.
Yo, Stewie got some good ones too.
Yeah, I remember that. I haven't watched Family Guy in forever. They probably got more seasons than anything out
Oh
there.
yeah, they're up there now.
21 seasons.
Wow.
I had the complete disc set up to like season 9, I think.
I have that for the Boondocks. Adult Swim was an era for sure. Yep. Yep. That's exactly what I'm talking about. My escape world.
They all have it.
Mhm. I
So,
haven't seen one without it yet.
so if they all have it, will they not just give it a 10 as like that's how the card is made?
I don't know because like I said, it was only one with that off center thing. Everybody else has got hit because of that little dot or whatever. Or obviously because it may have had like a corner issue or something. But for the
So
most part,
this is why I haven't sent in those Black Knight reloaded cards
mhm,
with my black dot on there because like I want them to recognize that that's an error. You know what I mean?
mhm,
And I
yeah,
just like give it like a 4.
yeah.
Oh, I just yawned, so we might be getting close. We have any other
Never.
questions?
Yeah. Oh, look at my dad in here. See,
Yo, what's up,
He's-
Robert?
he
Mr.
has
Sanders?
yeah. This is he has a laser Midas PSA 9.
Yeah, I don't have too many lasers. I guess I gotta get back on that.
Yep, my skateboard. That's legit. It like when I was looking over because I sent me and my dad's in, and I was looking over. It was no corner issues, nothing. It was just them two dots, man. I didn't
Are
think
you
I was gonna hit for him.
are you saying you send them in one at a time, or
No,
all in at one time to get a pity send?
wait, say it again.
So I'm asking. He said thinking sending them in at
Oh, I
one
see what you're saying.
time.
Hmm.
So you want to send all 3 of them in at once to see if
To
they'll
get
give
a
you a
pity
10?
10. Yeah, I
I
get what
mean,
you're saying.
I think that would work because they all have that.
Hmm.
Maybe they'll give you a 10.
That's funny. But yeah. Oh my bad. There you go. There it is. Click it.
I put my hand off. My bad. This one.
There. All right. Yep.
Yeah, Carr said at some point he wants to get 5 minus lasers and try to get the 10.
Bro, I remember the first, like, the first month when, everybody was ripping, including us, like how much I'm looking, I'm like, bro, these lasers, you remember me, I'm like, these off center is just not gonna be too many tens. It's gonna still be a good amount of tens, but it's just not gonna be as much as people think. And
Hmm.
it may eventually come into play. I really believe that. Like I love the Midas laser 10. Like I think
Well, I mean, if you love
I,
it, other people are
yeah,
gonna love it too.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, especially if they're rare. Like if there's
yeah.
no 10s, yeah. Jake, I mean, you can ask anybody. No one knows really.
Hmm.
I just follow the guidelines that Panini put out. So I think all hollows have the same print run. All
Yeah,
shards have the same print run. The only ones that are more rare are epic base, and then even rare are legendary base. I think all the other ones have similar print runs.
yeah.
Um, Series 2 is a little bit different
Hmm.
if you count the number of cards, because like common go with legendary,
Hmm.
and there's twice as many common as there are legendary,
Yeah.
which means that there's gonna be more legendaries than commons.
Hmm.
So that was the series 2. Series 3 has something weird like that too, where like they always put
The Frozen set and stuff like that.
Yeah, so like if you're looking for like super short prints, you can try to do the math on figure out how they did that.
Mhm.
Um, that's the only place that like it's confirmed that it's a little bit weird how they did it.
Yeah. No, Matt, there's a good amount that don't have it, but then it has that dot defect that it seems as though everybody that has sent it in so far has gotten tagged for that. So I don't know how that's gonna play out down the road, but there's a whole lot that does have that off center. And I mean some of them are super thick, and then you have like a slight one where, they don't hit for it always, but it seems like some people did get hit for it.
Let me see if I can find one.
Yeah, like that. Like I've talked to a couple people. Like I'm talking about when it first released. Like we all started noticing that. I'm looking. I'm like the laser. I don't know, man. Like it's just one of those things where you don't know how the numbers is gonna play out because we don't know how much was produced. But it's literally like no exaggeration. Especially with the first month, it was literally 50% chance you were going to get an off-center laser when you open a blaster box. Like 50% every single time. Like it was pretty crazy. And then obviously the ones that pulled Midas's, uh, you seen how that played out.
I'm trying to find a laser on eBay. Not many too many good examples.
Yeah, it's one of it's crazy. Like I genuinely thought, I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely thought I was gonna have the first PSA 10 just because of how clean it was. But then I noticed that everybody was getting hit for that dot, or like that's what it seems like.
Where's the dot at?
It's on the left side, like
Top or
slight
bottom?
bottom near his elbow. Like it's just it looks like a factory defect.
I don't know if I see it on this one. Do you see it on this one?
No, that one has so that's okay. So it would be right.
Maybe right here.
Now go to the left a little bit.
Oh, this one right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, it'll be
Oh,
right.
yep, I see it.
Yeah, is and that one you can't tell as much, but if it was lifted up, you would see it even more.
Yeah, I can see it right
Yeah.
here, the little dot.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
it is one under the gun too. It is one. Click it. Is one. Is usually one. I don't know if I see it on this one, but it is one under the gun a little bit. I did notice that one, but the main one I've noticed was off to the left of the elbow.
yeah, that's pretty crazy. What about let me go look. What about have we gotten any Elite Agent 10s yet? Nope. I mean, only
Yeah,
3% in.
exactly, Kari. It just looks like the bottom of the barrels when it comes to the ones on eBay.
I mean, Elite Agent Cracked Ice 10 would be super cool too because they
Hmm.
all have that line.
That's a good question. Does SGC have one? That's a good question.
They have a 9.5.
Hmm.
Um, and the 9.5 has that the offside print, like they didn't count it or something. Let me see print. Fortnite. No, it only has 9.5s. No 10.
Crazy. And then that's gonna Dylan, that's gonna be another thing. Like even if like say a 10 gets with an off center one, people still gonna want a clean one. And that's gonna end up being a thing, clean Midas versus, the off center Midas, even if it's a 10. It's
Can
gonna
we
be a lot that goes into that laser.
can we talk about how there's no pristines at all for Series 3?
That makes sense to me.
It makes sense. It's just crazy. Like I
Yeah.
want some pristine cards here. Of course, I have a pristine card, but I want more. Let me look and see.
Yeah, that SGC definitely was.
Wow, no
Yeah.
pristine for Series 2 either. Hmm. It is hard to see in pictures for the Midas, but I get what y'all talking about.
Kari, I'll be honest, when my Midas laser was at PSA, I was just like, please let me get a 10. Please let me get a 10. Like, because I felt that same exact way and it didn't happen. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree that the SGC 9.5 Midas is bad.
Hmm.
Like, I think I have it up on here. I can like that's bad. Look
Yeah,
at the
that's thick. That is a thick off center card, like legit. And it's
yeah,
like
that's pretty bad.
for me, if it was everyone that had that off center, I can understand it. But the fact that some of them don't, I don't see how they can give that a 9.5.
Yeah, I don't either.
I feel you, my skateboard. Yeah, it just that's I don't know. That's weird to me. Like I think like the print defect has to come to when it's across the whole board. But
Yeah, I don't know how they got to that 9.5. Richard wanted me to show my pristine card.
yeah,
Let's see if we can show that. My pristine Skull Trooper I got has the gold label. I don't have enough light in here. You see it shine, but
yeah,
I'm pretty happy with that. It's one of my favorite pieces.
yeah. I like that a lot. That was a good one to have. Agree, Kyrie. Yeah, like it seems like if one comes through like the nines that's at PSA, that probably will get a 10.
Well, they probably still need it. It doesn't look like this one has that dot.
Yeah, like no, but that's the weird thing. Usually some of the ones that have that off center won't have the dot. Then the ones that's
Hmm.
clean. So it's weird, man. That Midas laser is gonna have a story for sure. Like especially like 2 years from now, it's gonna be interesting to see how it play out. Like it really is.
Hmm. Um, Xanders has an interesting question. What's the process with verifying comics with CBCS? I'm fairly new to it, but I do have a is AK Bog still in here? He helped get mine graded. There CBCS is the only ones that will verify the signature. Is that what
Yeah,
you're talking about when you
yeah.
say
I was
verifying?
about to say, let's make sure he's yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
we
I
all
think he's
saying
talking about
yeah,
verifying a signature.
yeah.
CGC won't unless like they witness it, I believe.
Yeah.
Um,
They have to be there.
they have
Like
to be
yeah,
there when it's
yeah.
signed. CBCS is the only one that actually verifies it,
Hmm.
and I believe it has to come from the artist or the signer. I believe.
What for CGC or
For
CBCS?
CBCS, I believe
Mm.
that's one of the things. Maybe my escape world knows more about it, but I believe the signer has to send it in, um, or they have to have like maybe not. Maybe they don't have to send it. I think that's one of the ways you can do it.
Mhm.
I forget it, but there is a way for CBCS to do it. If anybody else has any points on that, my escape world, I haven't looked into it. I had AK Bog Hope send mine in.
Yeah. Yeah, Kyrie, it's one of them things, man. Like I legit Dylan's my witness. I felt like this since the release. I really have. Like
Hmm.
laser wise, I just had this gut feeling. I've had this gut feeling, and it was just too much. Like, and I know, like for instance, like Dylan, like you were saying, like it was just something you wasn't uh, paying attention to because you were making sure you got your ice. And I'm sitting, I'm like, bro, like, remember we was talking, I'm like legit, it's 50%. Like, if somebody opens a blaster, no matter what laser it is, more than likely it's gonna be off centered or it's gonna
Hmm.
be clean. But it was looking like 50%, and that's a high number.
Yeah, that is high number. I was looking at because I've only opened a few blasters, and some of them did have the off print. I'm not
Yeah,
just talking Midas. I'm just talking
yeah,
in
in
general.
general.
So no, I agree with that. It's just I haven't been big on lasers personally,
Right, right.
but I do see where you're coming from. It's kind of like Reloaded for me.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I
Right.
so big on Reloaded? Because
Yeah.
every like 70% is like destroyed.
Yeah, exactly.
So Xander said, okay, if you're just looking for like to get them
See.
sealed, yeah. So what are you asking for?
I think he's saying just I think he's getting at
Oh,
just
the
the
process.
process. Yeah.
So the way that comics work, it's a little bit different. Like you want to get a 9.8
Mm-hmm.
Xander. That's like what you're aiming for. 9.9s and 10s are extremely rare.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make sure like there's not any spine ticks. Um, most of the time, if you get a brand new comic, it's going to grade pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, you can get them pressed.
Yeah.
Um, that helps. I think there's a company that I saw that had good reviews.
Yeah. And like Dylan said, like if it's a new comic, you may not really have to go through the press and clean situation unless you feel it needs it.
hmm
Um, but more than likely, it's going to usually be between a 9.4 and a 9.8 when it comes to the new comics,
Yeah,
unless it's just in bad condition, almost like the Donald Mustard for Zero War issue 1.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't think modern ones, as long as like it's been taken care of
Yeah.
since, because what they do is when they grade comics, they account for like manufacturing issues and
Hmm.
stuff like that. Like
Right.
that doesn't give it a
Right.
negative grade if it's
Yeah.
manufacturing stuff.
So like the corners, like right here, like if they're white, if they have a little bit of white, you don't really get hit for that too bad. Like it's a thickness that you get hit with, but you can still, like, if you look at some of the 9.8 comics, you still can do pretty well with that. And I do agree with my escape world with this.
Yeah, don't you? Yeah, I agree with my
Mhm,
skateboard. Do not use CGC's in-house pressers. I was gonna say there is a company called, I think it's called like Hero
Hero. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Rest Hero Restoration Comics. I heard good things. I haven't used them personally. I'm gonna put this in the
Hmm.
comments, but I heard good things about them. Um, so like you can send your comics to them, they'll press them, and then they'll submit them for you. As My Escape World says, I recommend if you're just getting it graded to do CGC.
Hmm.
Um, that's this one here.
Yeah.
Like this one got a 9.6. I meant to pull out 9.8.
And while Dylan's looking at that, Xander, if it's a modern comic, just make sure you have to go through that process of pressing and cleaning. Make sure it needs that. You might can save some money without having to do that.
The reason why I use CBC's S, so you can use them. They're not bad at all. They're a good grading company, but CGC is the best one to go with. The reason
Yeah.
why you use CBCS is if you have a signature.
Yeah.
If CGC did not witness a signature, they won't get it signed, and you have to use CBCS.
Yeah.
So that's the only time that people normally recommend to use CBCS is when you have like a signature. Like this is a rare comic, so it doesn't really matter too much
Yeah.
which one you did. I was just getting in case, and it had a signature on there, so I sent it to CBCS.
Yeah.
That's why we use that. But all the other ones I have go to CGC. Both are great. Both they're very similar case wise. If you just want to get them like safe and secure.
Hmm.
So I don't know what the prices are right now, but
Yeah. For I think, like, don't quote me, but I think it's under 30 for like a just like if you're doing like a regular submission.
mm-hmm.
Uh, I think it's around 24 or 28. I can't remember exactly, but at least the last time I looked.
I haven't looked in a while, but I have a lot that I can. You said I should have gotten Christos. I'm fine having Christos to sign it. He's written all the comics. He wrote that comic, so I'm fine with his auto on it. I get what you're saying because he didn't draw the cover.
Hmm.
Um,
And having
I'm
it,
fine. I'm fine having his autograph though. Um, I mean, I like it.
no problem, Xander.
I get what you're saying though. I
Yeah.
was on the fence.
You
Um,
was on a you was
I
going
think
back and forth.
I
Yeah.
talked to you with it,
Yeah.
but so it was me and two other people who bought that together,
Hmm.
and they both were getting it signed. And so at that point, I was like, okay, I'll get it signed. That's fine. And I'm stuck with the CBCS slab, but it's such a rare comic. I don't think it matters that much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh
you said I'm stuck with the CBCS. Yeah, so I'm
now
not too worried about it.
yeah, now Xander, I will say I have the UK ones as well. I have both of them. I think you can do pretty well with just sending them in. I don't think you'll have to get them pressed or cleaned.
hmm
I think you can just send them in. Now, if you feel more comfortable making sure you get the highest grade possible, maybe it's worth it. Just like if those are like the comics that you're starting off with, but I do genuinely feel like you can do pretty well without it. What do you feel?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't seen your exact comics, but you should be able to do pretty well with it.
Yeah, just based off
Um,
of like how those are.
yeah, because I mean, you're not going to fix the corners, and
Yeah,
those don't bring you down too much. If you read them and like you did that, maybe. But like if
yeah,
you haven't read the comics and you kept them bagged and board, they should be okay.
yeah. I will say like now I will say this is not investment advice, but like if you're getting into comics and like I know you because you said you're based in the UK, so like if you do end up getting like some on other releases that's not just UK exclusive, at most I'll say try to get two just to maybe have a raw copy and send one in to get graded or something like that just to kind of cover your bases.
So my escape world, you got the Virgin black and white, so you didn't get the blue trade one, and yours was the Donald Mustard edition. I was meaning to ask. I know some other people in here got one. Um, if you want to message me privately, that's fine. If you want to post it here, can you tell me if you got Donald Mustard or one that did not say Donald Mustard? Um, so far, I'm tracking one, two, three, four Donald Mustards. Oh, you did get the blue one as well. So that's what I'm trying to get. I want the blue one. So, but you did get so I'm tracking one, two, three. So I'm tracking four Donald Mustards and four blue trade dress variants so far that have gone out to people. Not so three of those were for the eBay. One was
Hmm.
through something else that
Hmm.
went with me. Um, so now I want to get my question for you, my escape world, since you're in the club with me that we have this. Should I break this open and get Capullo to sign it? Because mine's a Capullo edition. Says Greg Capullo.
Appreciate you, Matt. My guy. Thank you,
Should
bro.
should I get that signed by Capullo? You think? My escape world hit me up on Instagram to buy your card, and I'm going to share something else with you. Um, that will help you on your search.
Wait, let's
Okay, so
okay.
my other question, you say yes, 100%. So if I send that into CGC, will I still get the yellow label?
You meant CBCS, CBCS.
No, I want to send it in. So like if I go to a comic book store, if I go to a comic and get this signed,
Ah, I get what you're saying. Okay, I get what you're saying.
will they nick or like for this?
Probably, I would say probably, but let's see what my escape bro say.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. My bad,
Um,
Robert, for putting you to sleep, man. I'm sorry.
no, no, I think he's saying he's gonna go to sleep.
I,
He's not staying up for nothing.
I put your son to sleep all the time.
Nah, you're good, bro. If anything, I'd be killing y'all with the FNCS talk. Uh, where was the?
But still worth it, you think, my escape world? You still think that's worth it?
There was something I was missing.
Did we miss a comment?
Nah, hold on.
Oh, Xander's. Yeah, those mercy giveaways were really cool.
Oh,
They were
yeah.
lucky as heck.
Dylan, this is what I want to ask you about because I actually was wondering. So Xander shared his code for his comic.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Potentially could be knocked down in the grade because the comic was modified.
Hmm. Now, yeah, because now the only reason why I asked that is because if I don't know if you had the Fortnite comics, but when you take the code out,
It's
it's not connected, it's not ripped. You just pull it out. But like Dylan said, it technically is
it's different.
still
So wait, was this Zero War?
he
Yeah, this is Zero War. So it's
yeah,
not the
there were
sticker. It might
yeah,
be fine.
he might be fine, right?
0 Point had a sticker in the back, so you had to
Hmm.
actually peel and modify the comic to get the sticker out.
Yeah,
They may not mark you for not having the code in there.
right.
That I'm not sure.
So for 0 point, the code was like for all
Behind a
comic. Yeah,
sticker. Yeah.
yeah, it was on here. So you took the sticker off. So that's modified,
We're talking about My Escape World. If you take the code out of the comic, does that affect the grade?
like because like obviously like there's comics, from the 80s and the 70s and 80s that had ads in it, and people took the ads out and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it gets incomplete. So that's kind of what we were talking about.
Warfighter, I sent your comic out. I can check the tracking for you real quick. Give me 1 second here. Where did I put the tracking? Give me a second. I'll let you know the tracking Warfighter ones. I'll let you know when it's supposed to be there. It'll probably be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Actually, because you're not that far from me. Um,
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
it downloads.
So the good thing is this one, like Dylan said, this one wasn't a sticker. This was like pay. I don't know how they factor that in, because you just pull it out of the comic. So I will say this, down the road, Xander, if it does become a sticker again, like let's say they go back to DC and they do the sticker, and you want to grade it, definitely do not take that sticker off. Don't do that code. That's why I say do buy like one or two. In that situation, maybe buy, not investment advice, maybe buy three, like so you can have raw graded, and then obviously want to use the code, like if you want to share it or use it for yourself.
It says expected delivery August 20th. Warfighter. So I guess tomorrow. Um, I'm gonna send you the tracking to Facebook for you.
Thank you for your services, bro.
Let's see. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, okay. I just sent you the tracking Warfighter. Yeah, so it should come
Yeah,
tomorrow.
exactly, my escape, bro.
Here,
That was a major thing.
Richard, I did ship your Dark Bomber also. You should be getting that. I can check. I can send you the tracking for that too.
That was a big thing. Yeah, that Hawk 181 with that stamp. So yeah, that's definitely something that I don't think we ever touched on that we should have.
Now, I mean,
Zero.
I don't
Yeah,
know if the zero warrant matters because you can just
right,
pull that out,
right. So
but
I
the other
don't
one
think
actually
that one
modifies
matters.
the comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about, like we brought up before, the crazy thing about 0 Point is that the code is good till May 1st, 2025, where Zero Wars code is only good for a year. So that's a little bit of a difference there.
Oh, I have a big thing to talk about. I haven't brought this up with you. Richard, I'm gonna send you your tracking after the show so I can get into this.
Kyrie,
Um,
you mean competitive? All right, go ahead, Dylan. My bad.
so My Escape World, you might be more into this since you have the Foundation comic, the really rare one. But for those who do not have the regular Foundation ones, um, so I was trying to figure out. So this is the rare comic that we have. I was trying to figure out why it says DC Universe Infinite on the back. I was trying to figure out where are these coming from. Why were these never released? So DC Infinite is where you can read the comics online, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you go to the website for DC Infinite, you can
Yeah.
read all of 0 Point,
Mm-hmm.
and you can read. Is that the only one?
All right now, because they'll do it. I think Infinite is,
DC only.
but no, I mean I think it's 6 months. Not, it might not be 6 months, but it's a good amount of months before they release the next issue and stuff like that. But yeah, I have Infinite.
Okay, so is that so? They don't have Foundation on there.
Right.
Is that why?
I'm not sure.
So I found this link saying that they don't plan to have Foundation. If you want, you go and they link you to the Epic Games website. And I
Hmm.
was trying to figure out why the heck can you not read the Foundation on their website, but you can read 0 Point. And I didn't know how to do because the Foundation one, like if you look how big Foundation text is, it's like more Fortnite centric, maybe. I
Mm,
wasn't sure. And if you go in
that's a good point.
Epic Games has a huge page dedicated to Foundation, where to buy it, and all this kind of stuff. But you cannot get the code through DC Infinite, and you cannot read it on DC Infinite. And it was putting me through a loop because why is this a DC Infinite version,
Hmm.
right? That
Hmm.
never got released, but you also can't read it on there. So the whole thing was like driving me crazy. I was trying to figure that out, and I don't know if it's because Epic Games wants to. I don't know how rights work, how the copyright works, or if they want more how the licensing works. I don't know if they want more control over the Foundation comic
Mm-hmm.
versus just the 0 point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just thought it was interesting
I
that
get
you
what you're
could.
saying. I get what you're getting at. Yeah.
I thought it was interesting you could not read Foundation on the website, but you could read the other one.
Yeah. So when it comes to Kyrie, when it comes to competitive, I actually don't know how they're doing next season because there is a in person event in November for competitive, but it might be FNCS as well. And as for in game event, that will be September 18th when the season ends, or September 19th. So the season ends September 19th. We should get the we'll get the
We
end
don't know if
event.
it's going to be an event. Sometimes they don't do events at the end, so we're
Well,
hoping.
well, the next is like I know like
Yeah,
end game event, but either way, the story has to wrap up because they said
yeah, the story.
that
Yeah,
your they said that the comic finishes up what happens on the 18th because the comic comes out on the 28th. So whatever, if it's a major event, nobody knows, but you will get something of a
because sometimes at the end of the
major
season
yeah,
you just get like a video
yeah,
instead of like an actual like event, and sometimes you get the event.
yeah. So this one should be, I mean, the way it ended, I mean, the way the season began, and with the comics connecting to the Zero War, and then the last comic connecting to the whatever is, if it's an end event or not, it
Mhm.
should be major either way. Um, Dan, we have never touched on that, and that's very interesting.
Have we never? I mean,
We've talked about it. I don't think we ever did a top 10, which I'm a big fan of top tens. By the way,
all
if y'all
right.
don't know this,
Reloaded. What's the top 10? Are we going off the top of
nah.
my head?
Eh,
You want to
I mean,
wait?
yeah, no, I guess you can do it. Like he's asking, so we might as well do it now.
I mean, we can make a whole video about it, but I'll tell you
But
what
yeah,
mine is. I'll tell you what my top 10 is.
I could tell you mine too. But yeah, go ahead.
You got Renegade Raider, um, and then I would have, I guess, Midas, his rookie card. Then I would have Rocket Ride be number three. I might just do top five. Because I'm a big fan of the
So you're putting Rocket Ride over Black Knight.
yeah.
Is that
Um,
is this your top 10 or is this the top 10?
it's not the. I'm not gonna be like
Like
I
but like,
I think Rocket Ride
mhm,
it means I think it should be over Black Knight.
okay,
But it's not Black Knight's first card. It's like his secondary card. You know what I mean? The
mhm,
reason why Midas is up there is because that's his first card. That's pretty important. I think
mhm,
the Black Knight makes the top 10. I just think some cards where like Rocket Ride, where it means a lot to the game, really nostalgic.
mhm,
Um, for me, I like that card more.
mhm,
But and then I guess I would put Black Knight after that, and then after that one, I'll do top five. So one more would be actually, you know what? Before Black Knight, I'd put Jonesy,
mhm.
and then I put Black Knight number five.
So I'm gonna put Meowscles in that top.
Oh,
I'll put Meowscles in there.
that's a good one.
And for Gold Trooper and Skull Trooper, the fact that they have glow in the dark cards
Hmm.
for the like having that Fort Nightmares esque thing, I definitely have to put those two
I
in there.
forgot one.
Go ahead, put it in there.
The end event.
Yes.
I don't know how I forgot that. That would be in the top. It's hard to do a top 10. We should have thought about this.
Yeah, that but yeah, so Warfighter, I don't think they'll have another World Cup this year, or I will say it's possible with 2023. The only reason there's no World Cups is because of, obviously the pandemic. That like you like the World Cup was ascending at this time. So I mean, like obviously there's only one. Uh the World Cup is major for Fortnite competitive, so I do think it will happen again. Unless you're just talking about this year, Warfighter. That's the thing. I didn't know which one you're talking about, but I think the World Cup will be back no later than 2024.
I don't know about all you need. There's so much good stuff, Richard, and Reloaded. You've got
Right.
like I'm telling you, like the end event just to me was brings back so much memories.
I I think all of the event cards, I think all of the loading screen cards, and then you can kind of pick and choose out of the I
Now,
don't.
the key is going to be getting minty, fresh
Mm,
ones.
mhm.
Like I just showed you, I have a bunch of Renegade Raiders, but like very few are going to grade highly.
Me too, my escape world. I'm waiting for that heavily. I love the stickers, man. I want the golden frame stickers really bad.
I'm gonna have to get back into the. I haven't messed with the stickers at
Like
all.
I thoroughly enjoy my Black Knight sticker, bro. Like I really do like it. I like the silver foil. I like the size of it. It
I'm gonna
gives
have to
me,
see it in person.
yeah, I really do enjoy it. And especially because I actually found a good amount of them left over at like Family Dollars and stuff like that. So it was a fun random rip while I was ripping everything else.
My favorite stickers of all time is still
Yeah,
these little Coro ones.
yeah, those are fun. I like that it has the prism. That's the number one.
The prism is cool. You like that? I just like the back so much.
Yeah, no, yeah, I like the whole card. I do like that Japanese art on the back for sure. But yeah, those foil stickers, I like that it's slightly smaller, like well, majorly smaller, but it's dope, man. I really do like them a lot. It's a couple that I want to have in there. Obviously, I wouldn't do anything crazy price wise. I got that PSA 9 for an absolute steal,
I'm
so
gonna have to get some stickers.
yeah, I
I
love
haven't really looked at them. Are they called black? They're called black frame stickers. The old ones, right?
no, ready to jump.
Oh, sorry, ready to jump. Aren't there black frame stickers?
Yes, there was black frame stickers, which is kind of hard to figure out everything that was in those, but yeah, the black frame and now there's the gold frame. It has some major hitters in that one. I want the golden frame stickers to definitely hit the US.
I actually just want the llama. Why haven't I
Mhm.
gotten the llama? Oh, I might have to get that llama. I haven't really
Yeah,
looked closely at the stickers,
yeah,
but the
I have.
llama's kind of that's
It's
kind of cool.
crazy because I think, bro, it was like literally they was literally at like like a dollar, and you're
Hmm.
just you just buy them. Like I had so many of those. It was one of those things where I was ripping them, waiting for my NIO packs to come in, NOI, whatever it is.
Yeah, I never opened a single one. I don't think that's not true. I probably opened one or two. I wonder if there's any graded llama ones. The llama's pretty cool. Just a raw one.
Yeah.
Now you guys got me looking on eBay. What are you saying? Rocket Ride?
Mint nine. I think he said mint. I think he meant
Uh,
mint nine. Oh yeah, I think he meant mint nine.
yeah. Are you talking about the pop report? That's what's on the pop report.
No, my
I
sweat. Yeah,
haven't.
but
I've been
I
watching.
did look at. I have been looking at them. For sure.
So word on the street from Black Ash is that you kind of. I mean, the PC ones are like the lower value ones.
Right. I would say. Yeah. I was. I don't. Yeah. I guess he's right about that. In my opinion, the way I would have seen it in my head is like PlayStation, PC, then Xbox. But I guess that's not the case.
What would you say? Oh, you say
I would have thought that it was PlayStation, PC, Xbox, like value
it's
wise. But
PlayStation, Xbox, PC.
right, and I
Yeah.
guess it was because Black Ash told us it was something
Well, the
weird with
PC
the.
ones are not produced in the US,
Right.
so
Yeah,
like
that's what it was.
it's kind of
Yeah.
like Italy cards.
Yeah.
You know how that goes. Warfighter says, "Is this confirmed, Warfighter, or is this what you're asking?" Because I don't know that the FNCS replaced the World
No,
Cup.
FNCS was a placeholder because the World Cup couldn't happen because of the pandemic. The World Cup,
I
yeah,
think that we may get FNCS now
yeah.
and the World Cup
Right,
at some point.
exactly. I think FNCS did so well that Warfighter, I actually think this in-person event is a tester for the World Cup because I do think it will be like I think it will be FNCS and then the World Cup happens once a year. So you have four a year when it comes to FNCS
Because
and
the
then
World
you
Cup's
have
more important because you're not competing against your
right
region, you're competing
then
against the world. It's two
against the
different
world.
things.
Yeah.
FNCS, you're only competing against your region.
Right. And then The FNCS literally was a they created that because of the pandemic, and then it stuck, and then it made sense, and so
Hmm.
now it has its place. And then the World Cup, them not doing the World Cup would make no sense because they have to
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, yeah. I know it's
yeah, no,
confirmed.
yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
yeah, that the FNCS Invitational is the November one, but though they haven't rolled back into the World Cup yet, and I think the World Cup will be next year. But the FNCS Invitational is there, but that didn't replace the World
I'm
Cup.
just yeah. We're just saying we don't think World Cup is gone. It's just
Yeah,
hasn't come back yet.
yeah. This has to be major because you gotta like when the 2019 World Cup happened, you have to like there was a whole different pro scene. Like though I'll say there's about five left that's still competing from the World Cup. And that was just at this point, if it comes out next year, that was just 3 years ago. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That's how much people have gotten better, and that's how much people felt that they couldn't compete anymore. That's the major difference between that. And I mean, the world I can see the things that I see on ESPN now that has World Cups or that has major events, the World Cup was that much bigger. So it's no way they're gonna let that go, in my opinion. No,
They can't
no,
do a World Cup without being in person, and I'll tell you why. It's as a player who plays against skilled players, you are at a huge disadvantage when you're not playing in your region, all
yeah,
because of your ping.
yeah,
So, like, when I'm playing on East, I can get, like, 5 to 10 ping,
hmm,
meaning, like, whenever I click the button, it shoots, like, fast. I build, it builds. But if
hmm,
I play in a different region,
yeah,
my ping shoots up to 80, which means, like, my build is delayed, and
yeah,
they have an advantage over you. So
yep,
you can't really do a World Cup unless you're on the same, like, server, the same platform, the same everything.
and
So,
yeah,
yeah.
and that's why. So like the World Cup being in North Carolina at that time, that's what was so major about it. Everybody was in the same place. There was no disadvantages.
Mhm.
Everything was fair, and that can only happen in the same space. Is no other way that can happen. So the World Cup is completely different from FNCS. That's NA East, NA West, EU. And then you have, as of right now, it's actually only NA East and and EU, which I was actually confused about this time because it's usually NA East, NA West, and then EU. But for some reason, I don't know what happened this time where that didn't happen. But yeah, the World Cup is completely different from FNCS.
And I wouldn't have understood this without playing the g
Yeah.
without playing the game, you know what I mean? Playing it, like,
Mhm.
so much, it's like
Well, even just in general. Oh yeah, but there's no. I mean,
that's
that's
true. I
yeah,
mean, they could
that's
fly people in, but it's still technically in person.
well, the World Cup is a true event. That was the whole thing about it. Like they now, mind you, before the World Cup happened, they did pro AMs, they did all of these things where it was just those the gamers, but the World Cup is supposed to be the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
otherwise
It's a yeah.
otherwise just a bubble.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just a bubble.
literally, it's just a bubble. Yeah, like these the everybody in the Fortnite community gets to enjoy it in person. They get to see these kids compete. They can see Booga hold up the trophy, in A, B, and C, on a jumbotron. It
Mhm.
is it's a whole different world.
Oh, and I wasn't trying to say you didn't know about ping, I was just trying to
Yeah,
explain for
explain why. Yeah,
whoever was listening, Warfighter, because some people may not who don't play the game collect
yeah,
cards. That's the reason why I went through the whole explanation of the ping thing.
yeah, yeah. So it's just more so it's not as many people that know about that. But yeah, that's why the World Cup is different because they want it to be an event. They can do it. But instead of for doing that, you just do a FNCS if you want to have it just the gamers, and then you do the World Cup to have the actual event that's more like the Super Bowl where you have an experience.
Yeah, exactly.
And I agree, Richard, that World Cup meta was pretty nuts.
All right, we're reaching on 12:30. I know it's getting late. Are there any we'll
Yeah, I
ask
know.
are there any other questions? I'm good, but I don't know if Rob,
I know
I
I'm
know you
chilling. Yeah.
I know you got a baby.
Nah, she does really well. She's asleep now.
She
Yeah,
sleep.
yeah. My wife is holding it down. Good.
I do like the weapon meta from the World Cup, but I mean, I'm a big pump fan, and
Hmm.
I miss the pump.
Yeah,
Although the striker's been doing good for me. I don't mind the
the
striker.
striker is solid, super
It is
solid.
solid.
It's
Yeah.
super solid, and it took some time to get there. Like I remember when it first came out, it's a
Well,
little weird.
they've improved it. They've
Yeah,
improved it.
yeah, it took some time to get there for sure. I still miss Pump Deagle.
Pump Deagle.
Pump Deagle was amazing.
I just missed the honey rifle. I'm so good with the
Mhm.
honey rifle. It's crazy.
Like, cause Pump Deagle was just it was a replacement for double pump for a while. You know, you
Hmm.
just put that Pump Deagle and it was amazing.
You
Yeah.
have to hit the shot though. I feel
Mm,
like it's
yeah.
harder.
Then no, that's the thing. Like mastering that at that time was fun. The thing was you had a little bit more bots in your lobby back then where you could
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
that's
get
a
used
lot
to it,
easier.
you know.
I appreciate that, Magdalene. I hope you're getting some wins out there, getting some crowns.
Yeah. I miss the OG purple. Oh, the OG purple tag, bro. When dude fighting that Drake was nuts. Like even
I hate the tack personally, but
this is when it was nothing though. Like,
I've
like when it was
always disliked the. I've always been a
oh
pump
yeah,
guy.
like but I mean like when you couldn't find your pump at that time. Like the tag held it down if you
That's
couldn't.
true. That's
Yeah,
true. Right
yeah,
now, like if you can't find the striker and you get
yeah.
stuck with like I don't know the
What
two
is your
shot.
two shot? Two shot is a stressful gun, man. It is a stressful one, but it's
That's
not.
what's up, my escape world. Have you were you playing no build? I assume when you just start out.
I love that he started playing. That's a dope. Yeah, yo, when they
And what got you to start playing? Was it Dragon Ball Z? Be
yeah,
honest.
which would be dope. Uh, while we waiting, Warfighter, yeah, them taking the Scar out was like, oh my god, bro, the Scar hitting 92 to the head, lethal.
I don't even care that they nerfed the gold pump to not being one shot kill. I
Mm-hmm.
don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Make it just do good body. Make it 185 like it is in creative,
Right,
but bring it back. That's fine.
right,
I
for
don't need to
sure.
do one hit. I need that pump. It's just so good. I mean, I guess it's a little OP.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure.
It's my best weapon though. Yeah, I can't do the auto.
Yeah, that D. Oh, you know what's been
Sweet, you
hitting?
like building? Yeah, I'm all
Yeah,
about the building. Yeah, I can't do the no builds, but I've
yeah.
been playing for like 4 years. So
Yeah, nah, like literally when no bills came out and we had like when it was like a part of that, like I'm like, yo, I might have to take the week off, bro. It's like I can't do this. I was like, I can't play regular game modes. I have to either play, arenas or I have to play, creative. But I
I
couldn't
played
do it.
arena the whole time because
Yeah, I couldn't
when
do
you're
it.
so used to building,
Hmm.
it's like you would always try to bring your build out to
Yeah,
save you.
yeah, that's dope though. I think it's good that there's
I
no
think
build.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I played no build and it was still a fun game.
Hmm.
I mean, they did so well giving you the options. It's
Yeah.
just I what I like about Fortnite in the building is it gives you the flexibility to do anything you want in the game. You
Hmm.
can get to any point of
Hmm.
any place on the map.
Hmm.
It's just you're just kind of like free in the game, and that's what I like about building
Yeah. But
personally.
it makes every no matter whether you're better than the player or not, it makes every fighting experience throughout each game unique.
Hmm.
You can literally use 50 builds or you can find somebody just as good as you and use over 300, use over 500. It just every situation is different. You just never know what
Hmm.
you're going to run into. You send that first shot out and then that person is equally as good as you and you're going to have a proper build fight and then you move on to the next one or you go to the lobby.
Somebody asked earlier. They said, "How would we rate this season?" Um, I give it like a 7.
Yeah, it's
I don't hate the season.
no, I
I
think
like
it's
it. They've added some cool stuff to it. I
yeah,
like the changing POIs.
yeah,
I actually
yeah.
like the weapons.
Mhm.
I really like the hammer a lot. I don't even care
Yeah,
about the scar.
yeah. I like well, see me, the DMR is probably my favorite. Like if I had to highlight a gun, bro, I love the DMR. Like that thing is lethal. That thing is lethal.
I like the DMR. I'd
And
rather have a hunting rifle, but I do like the DMR.
yeah,
Um, hate the
yeah.
charge SMG.
Oh,
Everyone
I
hates the charge SMG
listen,
though.
that crap, like, it's the worst when you have to use it, like, in beginning game, like, you just gotta be like, "Alright,
The
let
trick
me get this
is
off."
you can't use it as your secondary after your pump,
Right, right.
because if you switch to it from your pump, you're dead. It has to be
Yeah,
the first weapon you use,
and then you
and
gotta
then you
finish off with
switch.
your yep.
Yeah. That's how you have to
So
use
you
it.
pretty much gotta hope you rip the shield, and then you finish off with with the striker.
I am liking the Dragon Ball Z, Cloud.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
playing little pubs, and I really like because you can cancel it. I don't know if you've done this.
Mhm, mhm.
So
Yeah,
if you don't go into the cloud form,
yeah.
you basically make a 100-meter jump,
Mhm.
and it doesn't do the flying,
Yeah.
notification for them, so you can, like, surprise them really
Yep.
quickly and get the kill. So I do like that, or I haven't used the Kamehameha at all, but I've never liked those types of things.
That's interesting, McDonald's. That's that you never even used. Wow. Good
Yeah,
aim.
the trick I haven't died from Kamehameha, you just as soon as you hear it, either A, don't stop moving, just get out of the box and just
Mhm,
keep moving, or
mhm.
B, kill them because
Yeah.
'cause they're in the sky for about 5 seconds.
Mhm.
You have enough time to snipe them in the
Mhm.
head if you have a sniper, or laser them with the assault rifle
Yep.
or the, hammer, and they'll
Yeah.
be dead. Um, so I've done it both ways. If they're looking at me, I normally just run.
Mhm.
If they're looking at somebody else, I snipe them.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, like, usually, like, I'll play, I like, for the most part, like, during events and stuff like this, I'll play pubs from time to time, but I usually go straight to arenas. Like, just like, this is my time to, like, fully commit to arenas usually when it's like these type of things.
I do that. I did that for the spaceships when the spaceships first came
Yeah,
out. That
I'm
was
going.
me. I was
Yeah.
like, right now they're really easy to destroy.
Yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
still in the game? I think they are. Yeah, you
Yeah.
joined at a bad time, my escape world.
Yeah.
So at the end of the season, because it's the end of the season,
Mhm.
they add all these crazy weapons to make it more fun at the end of the season.
Mhm.
It's not like that at the
Right.
beginning of the season.
Right.
So if you're getting discouraged, just wait for the at
Yeah,
the end of the season.
just wait it
It
out.
Yeah, it'll be a lot better. Those things are super annoying. It's why I play arenas
Yeah.
because they don't have that in arenas.
Yeah.
Um,
But I love, like, stuff like this because it's like, you're
it is
like
refreshing
it
though
is, yeah. Yeah.
because they bring it at the end of the season and like you
Mhm.
don't always have it. So it's once you learn how to like negate it, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Like,
But like
the 2 moments, and this is before arenas was even a thing. The Infinity Blade and the mechs,
mm,
bro, I legit turned the game off. It's like, "I'm gonna wait this out." Those were 2 times that I legit was like, "You know what? I'm chilling. I'll be good for a while." So
the
those are 2
Infinity
times.
Blade, the mechs, and Thanos.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah.
Thanos was like, if you guys don't know, look up Thanos. Basically, you got to become Thanos.
Yeah.
Dude had 400 health
It's like, "Bro,
or
what are you doing
500
with
health,
that?"
something like that, and he could like jump like 300 meters in the sky,
Yeah.
and then laser you like a Kamehameha, and
Now you
that
now,
dude was a problem.
one that was fun that people felt was annoying that I didn't feel that because it was manageable was when the, brutes and stuff was on there for the original Fortnitemares. You remember that when the zombies was on the map?
Yeah, but the zombies never bothered me.
Yeah, like, it was manageable, like, you can manage that,
Yeah,
but people hated, like, when you was in a build battle and they swiping down at but it
yeah,
wasn't.
but that's
Yeah,
fine. I mean, wolves do that. I mean,
yeah,
they give you shield when you kill them, though.
yeah, wolves is annoying sometimes too, but yeah,
Thanos might have been easy to kill if like he wasn't fighting you.
yeah,
If you were if he was fighting you, it's a problem. Now, if he's
mhm,
fighting somebody else and you're hitting him with the scar, then yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But like if he turns his attention to you, it's like, and you don't have enough, you can't kill him
yeah.
fast enough.
Bro, that Infinity Blade, bro, whatever, yeah. Like, that joint, like, when you run up there and they just swipe you in 3 hits,
Hmm.
done, like, everything,
But then again, you couldn't carry any other weapons with the Infinity Blade.
right? I mean, I would expect not. That thing was
It was
so
basically
OP.
the lightsabers on crack,
Yeah,
basically.
literally,
That's like what it was.
literally.
Don't worry, you didn't miss too. I guess. I mean, did you miss too much? I mean, it was an
It
interesting.
was it was a fun time, like,
It was
because
interesting.
this was, like, the first official collab, and
What
it was
season was that?
4,
Was it
4.
that early?
Yeah, it was chapter 1, season 4. I'm almost positive. Yeah, it was 4. And yeah, I think it was 4. Yep.
I'm about to look that.
Yeah,
That seems
look that
so
up real
easy.
quick. I'm almost positive it was 4.
What season was? You are wrong, sir.
What was
Season.
it?
Oh wait, never mind.
No, yeah.
You're right. My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
Um, they showed me the skin.
Mhm.
Weird. His skin comes out in season 7, but we had him in chapter 2, but we had him in chapter 1. It looks like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, he released later, a lot later on.
Yeah,
Yep, that was it.
they keep showing. Came back in season. I don't know. It's been so long. It's been
Yeah. It's been a while.
Fortnite has been around for a minute.
It's been a while.
All right, y'all. I think we're gonna cut off with that. It is 12:45 our time.
Yeah. That was a
Um,
great one.
I appreciate you guys all hanging with us,
Yes.
chatting with us, giving us good content, and hopefully we can see you guys next week.
Have a good one, y'all. Like and subscribe if y'all haven't already.
Thanks, guys.